Hello, hello. I'm back. I decided to play this. And by decided, I mean... everything hurts. So I just went with this. Substitute Spriggans!
Damn it! Who the hell are these kids? They just won't let up!
Give it up already.
You might want to listen to him. There's no throwing us off the scent.
It's like I told you before! I would never scam a soul, I swear!
Oh, you don't need to act dumb. The fact that you're even trying means you already are.
What else do you expect from a third-rate crook? You left so much glaring evidence behind that we stopped bothering to collect it all partway through.
Snot-nosed little... I'll show you third rate!
That adds attempted assault to your charges. Feel like digging this hole any deeper?
Damn!
It's too late to backpedal now that you've put your true colors on blast.
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. But hear me out. I've got a proposition. Let me go free, and I'll give you half of my take. What do you say to that? And besides, what's wrong with pulling one over on some lousy ex-convict anyway? They deserved it.
Who won't let up now? How long their rap sheet is makes no difference. Fraud is fraud.
Don't get me wrong. I could go for the extra pocket change, but it wouldn't be any fun to play with dirty money.
Brainless brats. What are you planning to do with me then? Hand me over to the cops? Or the guild, maybe? Try it! And the bastard who put you up to this is gonna be in for a world of hurt! Once a scumbag, always a scumbag! No matter how reformed they are!
Wow, what an
You expect
asshole.
them to live the life of a normal person? Not in a million years!
Once a scumbag, always a scumbag. I guess we can't argue with that.
Yeah. Run as you might, the past has a way of catching up to you.
But the second someone tries to accept it and move on anyway, you think it's cool to talk smack about them? That kinda ticks me off.
Turning over a new leaf takes commitment. If you want to spit on that, we're not going to let it slide.
Yeah, he gave the wrong speech to the wrong
As if
people.
we turn you into the guild or police, those namby-pambies would let you off way easy.
You took things outside the law, and they'll stay there. We know plenty of other discreet ways to do a petty criminal in.
What's with you two? Why would you side with them, of all people? I even held back on making a move until that meddling Spriggan left town.
That's where you went wrong. You took a stupid chance based on some half-baked intel.
I mean, yeah, the guy you're talking about is out of the capital, but that's why he's having us fill in for him.
We're what you might call substitute Spriggans.
This is gonna be a mess. I'm excited. Elaine is going to have a heart attack. Substitute Spriggans, us? Temporarily, yeah. What do you think? I think some advance notice would have been nice. What do we have to do exactly? Just like it sounds, you'll be acting as my proxies. It means taking on any 4 SPG requests that crop up while I'm out of town. The office here will be yours to use as a base of operations. I'll even hook you up with some contacts of mine that you might find handy. Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. Think of 4 SPGs as a way to get the lay of the land, make connections, and gather intel. Heck, they might even help you pick up some dirt on whatever it is you're looking for. That's how I'd approach it, anyway. That's what you meant by substitute Spriggans. It does make sense. I considered doing the whole part-time assistant thing again, but with how long I'll be gone, this felt like the better option. Plus, with them taking care of the place, you won't have to bother. You guys can handle it just fine, right? Got a lifetime of experience to fall back on, so the requests themselves won't be a problem. Are you sure it's okay for us to be playing Spriggan? I mean, don't you guys have some special style of doing things? To an extent. You don't have to take on every 4 SPG, and once you do, there's no hard and fast rules on how you get it done. Those parts will be 100% up to you guys. That said, whatever you end up doing, just make sure it's something you can live with. At the end of the day, that's all our style really boils down to, and I always follow it as best I can. See. Well, I'm sold. We'll take you up on the offer. Starting today, we're your new substitute Spriggans. Both still finding your footing in Edith, I'll lend you as much support as I can. You've got school to worry about. I keep it within reason, just enough so it doesn't interfere with my studies. Hey, your education. What it's worth, we'd appreciate the help. Yeah, you can show us the ropes, Aggie. Of course, I'd be more than happy to. I forgot that she called her Aggie. I shall have more details in the morning. In the meantime, there's a free room upstairs. Should be fine for you to crash there a while. Man running the bistro downstairs is the landlord, right? We'll ask if he's okay with it. Either way, it'll take a day for us to head back to the inn and get our luggage together. Guess this makes it this TTFN. See you tomorrow. Dude, Nadia is so much. And I thought yesterday was busy. There sure has been a lot going on lately. Feels like last year all over again. Yeah, well, personally, I don't miss having to dig my way out of mortal peril every 5 seconds. Only digging I want to do is into that creamy cocoa pudding I've been saving. Nadia definitely took it. He could pretend otherwise, but I know Van would be the first of us to jump headlong into danger. My pudding! It's gone. Tell me this isn't happening. Wait, what's with the snow? Thanks for the pudding. It was delish, Nadia. So she wasn't messing around. That little sneak actually ate the damn thing. It's only available for a limited time. I'm going to miss him while he's away. At least things won't be boring around here. Van is a man of culture.
I was starting to think I'd never catch up. Oh, there you are, Aggie. We just nabbed us a sleazy shark. Already? That must be some kind of record. Although I probably shouldn't celebrate quite yet.
Cough up the Mira.
But I already gave back everything I took!
Oh, we're not talking about that, silly. You still have a compensation tax to settle.
What?
Just because you made things even doesn't mean you made them right. Now get to it before you wind up a human pincushion.
Should I start with the right side or the left? Choices. Actually, why don't I let you pick? See? Aren't I just the sweetest?
Stop! Whatever you want, I'll pay it. Just please don't kill me.
Remember when I said Nadia is
the bad guy is in this scenario?
Is a bit of a sadist? Just a bit of a sadist. Substitute Spriggans. Wahoo! Alright, the client got their mirror back, with interest. That's one more request in the bag. Another job well done, you two. Now the plan was for me to walk you through Edith and some 4 SPGs, but it turns out you never needed it. I suppose there wasn't much point for me tagging along. Wouldn't say that at all. With you around, I only have to make half as many snappy retorts at Nadia, and that's priceless. But that's what you meant. You helped with plenty of other things, too. Take that con man. We wouldn't have caught him half as fast if you hadn't picked up on him. Yep, it's a total cakewalk thanks to you, Aggie. Really? That makes me feel a bit better. But you know we can take it from here for today. Still have prep work to do for the festival, right? Yeah, go get on that. The two of us have this down pat. If you're absolutely sure, I'll come back later tonight to bring you some snacks. You really don't have to put yourself out for us. Not that we'd ever say no to free eats. Anyway, have fun at school. Ooh, finally, little Miss Chaperone has left the building. I can spend my whole day slacking off. And that differs from any other day. How? For one thing, I won't have Aggie giving me grief for bumming around. Ever considered not bumming around? Hi, Elaine.
Odd.
Sorry, nobody's home. Arkwright Solutions is on extended vacation.
Hardly convincing.
You're that bracer.
What part of vacation did you not get? If you're looking for Van, he's still out of town on business.
Oh, I'm well aware. He's filled me in on the whole situation, including the two of you. Temporary arrangements aside, I shouldn't have to tell you that Spriggans don't take vacations.
You heard the woman.
Aw, and after we just got rid of Aggie, too. So long, Easy Street. It was nice knowing you.
I love how consistent many of their characters are. What brings Beauty's Blade here? I could understand if Van were around. It has nothing to do with him. Rather, I have a request to make of you in particular. Specifically? Are you subcontracting the way people do with Van? Not quite. Technically, this would be more of a collaborative effort. Like your assistance with a case I'm working on. Now I'm even more confused. What kind of help can we offer to one of the guild's top bracers? Let me explain. Edith's orbital network is currently experiencing minor delays and interruptions. They aren't quite frequent enough to constitute a major problem just yet. Something similar occurred last year in Basel, and it turned out to be far more severe than initially assumed. With that in mind, we can't afford to leave this matter be. Not too caught up on that incident in Basel, but wasn't Almada the one behind it? Yes, of course I realize it's unlikely that this is anywhere close to that scale, but that doesn't mean some other criminal isn't employing a similar method. So this is a troubleshooting job. Wouldn't someone else out there be a better fit for this sort of thing? There's a famous super hacker here in Edith who's been in the game since the orbital net was born. The girl you're referring to is otherwise engaged. In fact, it was she who directed me to you. That explains it. Geez, Ren. Throw us under the bus much? How about it? Is this 4 SPG to your liking? Better reschedule your slacking appointment, Nadia. Fine, whatever. I'm a big girl. I can do stuff when I have to. And hey, we might find a clue about the you-know-what we're looking for along the way. You know what? It's settled then. Arkride Solutions' substitute Spriggans are on the case. Looking forward to working with you, Elaine. Pleasure's all mine. Well, no time to waste. Mind filling us in on what you know so far? Fortunately, there isn't much to go on yet. Communications Bureau representative did send us a statistical report on the network failures, however. If you don't mind giving me your contact info, I can forward it to your Xiphus. Sure thing. Yep, I'm down.
Contact information exchanged. Data transmitted and synchronized.
Nothing about these numbers struck me as conspicuous. I don't see any obvious patterns either. All I can really glean is that the occurrences are limited to inside the capital. Probably figure out something if we had a larger sample size. Not wrong, but these service problems are just infrequent enough to keep us in the dark. Indeed, which gives us every reason to believe they're being done deliberately. Yeah, something definitely feels off about this. We just dealt with some orbital network trouble ourselves a little bit ago. You mean the Machen Garden? I'd say it's less dealt with and more still dealing with. Maybe I'm off the mark, but do you think it's related? The Machen Garden. I've been able to access it myself. Whether or not it has any bearing on this case, however, it may be difficult to determine. Don't quote me on this, but I'd say the probability is pretty slim. On what basis? The Machen Garden's got a wide service area with the coverage across both Calvard and Orad State. But only the capital's having issues, leaving us with a bunch of pieces that don't fit. I don't know if anything's changed now that the signal's been hijacked, but the Garton's original main server is probably in Orad, where Marduk's headquarters is. In case it wouldn't make sense for Edith to be affected before Orad. Pretty much, yeah. If you ask me, we're dealing with something totally different here. Gee, your reasoning is sound. Then we narrowed our search down to Edith. What locations would you find suspect? Going by the data, the delays and interruptions are popping all willy-nilly. It's almost like someone doesn't want us to dig deeper, so they're randomizing the values to throw us off track. Meaning what exactly? The location and frequency of these outages are being manually controlled over the whole city, then we should be able to narrow down the source of the interference. Now I get it. There are only so many places in Edith that can emit a normal signal that strong. Leaves Treon Tower as our most likely candidate. With that, we have our destination. You know, I've got a funny feeling that this is all just one big test. But yeah, I guess you're all set now. Happy trails. Hope it goes well. You're not getting off that easy. Oh. Two of you are exactly as Fee described. Fee told you about us? Oh yeah, I heard she was in Edith for a little while. What'd she say? In brief, that you were very capable for your age, and that your dynamic never failed to warm her heart. Capable I get, but where'd that second part come from? What kind of impression did we leave on those guys? What are you getting all huffy about? I don't think she meant it in a bad way. It sounded more like she was calling us a perfect pair. You're entitled to that opinion. Still, it works. We do make a perfect pair of partners. Guess we'll have to buckle down and prove her right. That's one interpretation. Not the one I would have gone for, though. Can't help but be reminded of how we were back in the day. Van would always try and worm his way out of things, and I'd have to be the one to drag him along. Something on your mind? Not at all. Well, let's head over to Tryon Tower in the 3rd District. Fine. Off we go then. Before we leave, you did remember to bring it, right? In the thing Aggie gave me? Yeah, I've got it. Oh. Did Agnes give them a Genesis? The Arc Genesis. 8 devices left behind by Professor Epstein, plus a sentient hollow and the Grendel. Almost sounds like a fairy tale. I wish, but they're all too real, and we got one more in the wicks. The dark red Grendel. So sinister looking, almost like a beast. Maybe you got a long-lost brother, Van. Seriously, doubt it. The real threat, that's for sure. My gut keeps saying it's something that shouldn't exist. And then there's the way things got all paranormal on me. What do you mean? It's hard to describe, not to mention my memory's a little hazy. Can't say how, but I'd wager it has something to do with the Genesis. You two just be careful while you're out there, okay? No promises, but sure? Keep our eyes peeled for any ghosties and ghoulies. I'm being serious here. Nadia, Swin, you should take this with you. Genesis? This is your great-grandpa's. It's yours to remember him by. You sure you feel okay leaving it with us? Between my studies and my school festival, my schedule is a lot busier than usual, so I'm not sure how often I'll be around to help out. More for peace of mind, really, but think of this as a good luck charm of sorts. Did say these things have triggered strange phenomena before. Alright, we'll hang on to it. Promise to take extra good care of it. I want you to have one too, Van. You don't even know if they'll react without you around, but if it makes you feel better, then why not? Might as well, seeing as the 8th Genesis is still out there somewhere. Don't worry, I put it inside Marquee Bear Mark II. Safekeeping. Maybe now we'll run into something paranormal ourselves. I sure hope not. Fair. Reasonable. We have a bit of time to spare. Is there anywhere you'd like to go beforehand? Now that you mention it, there are probably some new 4 SPGs posted. We can just put those off until later, though. On the contrary, it'd be best to take care of them sooner rather than later. I'd even be willing to lend a hand. You would? I thought Spriggan business was below you, A-rank bracers. Propriety aside, my involvement will speed up the process, and while I know it isn't the same as if Van were here, I would like to take this opportunity to see a Spriggan's day-to-day myself. Well, if you're sure it's fine, we could use the help. Better yet, you can go solo and get a hands-on look. If you need me, I'll be taking a nap upstairs. Nice try. You're no fun today. At any rate, I'll leave the particulars of our agenda up to you. Anything urgent should be wrapped up by now, so the guild's requests can take top priority. If there's room for a few more, that's fine too. Alrighty, let's get cracking. New stuff.
Quit dawdling and buy something. Stay out of trouble now.
Monmar is so.
Oh, what would you like?
Melt in your mouth, stew. Eat Gideon's bag balls.
Do your best out there, okay?
What's on the menu?
Oh, nice.
Hello there.
Hello there, Ishmael.
Alright.
I get to be sadistic Nurse Joy. What a great day.
I see you're working hard as always. Looking is always free, you know. Come see
Egg.
us again sometime.
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
Would you care for some flowers? What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
We recently received reports of a large, dangerous monster near Durka Memorial Park. Gashkal Abyss. Gashhaskal Abyss.
Yep, there it is. A new 4SPG.
Let's just act like we never saw it.
I'm afraid you aren't getting out of this that easily.
And with a devilish smile lacing her lips, she burdened the poor.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
How are you doing today, Ishmael?
Allow me to assist.
Ooh, Iron Wrench. A unique item.
Hope to see you again.
Ask me anything, really.
Oh, yeah, I've got hella slots, but I don't know that I have hella quartz to go in it. Oh, attack 1.
That's a single element slot.
That's so many time slots. Action 1. Give him HP 1. Green. Strike 1. Crit, right? Yep.
Let me handle this. That's a single element slot. Skill
Aid
set
1.
updated.
Airy
Skill set
verse. Action 1.
Skill set updated.
Cast. Do I have a cast 1? No. Grab a cast 1. Find 1.
See you later.
Let me handle this.
Find 1 that I've already got. Cast 1.
Activating maintenance mode. Sorry, that skill's
Attack
changed.
1.
Sorry,
Break
skill's
1.
changed. Skill's
Fence
changed.
1.
Skill's
E1.
changed. Sorry, that's a single element slot.
Should pick up an HP 1. Action 1. Okay.
Ask me anything. Really. Come again.
Okay.
Activating maintenance. Sorry, that skill's changed.
Okay.
Activating maintenance
Let
mode.
me take a look at the core. So, raises a bunch of stats. Irvine. Strength, speed. You know what? This is probably fine. Nagi. Gonna go hit rate, speed, and attack. You have Batham. Damage to stunned enemy. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Oh, right. I can do scans. I can get crystals. These ones are only worth 25. Lame. Oh. Oh.
Holy crap. So, all of this is virtual right now? Almost feels like we're really here. And we can even use our stigmas. Those Marduk engineers must be on some crazy shit.
Indeed. This outlandish technology far exceeds the phase spaces thaumaturgy can create. We may be well served taking this opportunity to collect some information on Marduk. Disregarding, of course, the brazen assumption that lending our aid once means we're at your beck and call.
Always gotta get the last word in, don't you? All the same, though, I appreciate you agreeing to pitch in. Mirabelle okayed it without a second glance, too. Guess she's expecting to get some good data out of you.
Look at us teaming up with Dominions again. Who'd have thunk it? Not a lot of you, right? Just 12 or something? Only ever gotten to know 2 up until now. Yeah, we've already heard plenty about you. Word is you were kind enough to turn over some artifacts to us a while back. Not before busting one of them to pieces the last time Crossbow went balls up. This is the first I'm hearing of that. I reserve the right to remain silent. Who's that supposed to fool? Of teasing, Celise. You've had your fun. It's not worth pointing fingers at this stage. We know it was an unavoidable consequence. Anyway, it's nice to finally put some faces to all the rumors. Probably won't be a long-term thing, but hey, good to work with you. Likewise. Look at that. Ah, right. Maxed out right now. Okay, I just wasn't sure if I had gotten more orbs.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Yeah, I don't have any points. Okay.
Thanks a
cool.
bundle.
Oh, no. Okay, well, we found it. I was reading one of those awful listicles that, like, don't forget about these things and Trails Through Daybreak too. It's like, don't ignore the Marken Garden. And I'm like, bruh, how could you? It is in your face every single, like, time you play. Okay. I guess let's just do this quest real quick. I don't think we'll have any other reason to go to Dirk.
What's on the menu?
Refreshing wheat tea.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
That's quite the show.
Well, it doesn't look like we can go this way.
Do you really mean that?
I'm just scanning for shards and stuff now. Oh, I can access the Marken Garden from those too. Okay.
This cutie has booty.
Hey, Septith chest. Love to see it. Although with the Marken Garden,
Kudos, Nadia. You did great.
I think I'm a little over leveled for.
Nicely done, Nadia.
This gauge maxed out. Hiding this leg up. You're on the ground. This'll be a cakewalk.
This will be a cakewalk. Dude explodes before
Kudos,
even
Nadia. You did great.
battle starting.
Let's close in on the cakewalk.
Keep it up, Nadia.
Surprise! Come on, let's go!
God, that's so much damage.
Nana wins again!
Nicely done, Nadia.
This cutie has booty. Now, let's close in on the cakewalk.
Ooh, evade 2. That's a nice pickup.
Let me handle this. New skill activate.
I'll work my magic.
24%.
I'll handle this.
Not great, but
Careful. There's a whole swarm of them.
I'll cover it. Watch out. You're up against a large group.
Lohengrin. Damn. Vanquishers.
That fight felt pretty good. Pretty darn good.
Military watch, okay. Yeah, I don't have any, like, really. Oh, no, I do. Inkling. Crit speed. French. Proverbs of confrontation. Oh, hey, bud.
You've got this. We got a charge attack ready.
A Revenant Roper. Up. Yeah, I'm a little over leveled.
That went well.
You didn't miss a beat, Swin.
Enemy down. Bring them down.
Our turn shine.
You done?
That much closer to his level.
I'm on the up and up.
Enemy eliminated. Good work.
Treasure. They're down. This is the perfect time for shards. Engaging skill.
Get them all.
Our turn shine.
Oh, Zero Arts. Abyssal Flame.
Let's do this.
Oh, that did no damage.
A good chance for a shard boost.
We should go Now I'm mad. Slice them to bits, Blade Lady.
Slice them to bits, Blade Lady. That's great.
I'll get stronger.
Lohengrin 2. Ooh, Strike 2. Um, 19, 14, 18. Okay.
I'll work my magic.
I never actually. Strike 2.
That's a single element skill set.
Blind. Field 1. Might as well.
Won't show any mercy.
We got a charge attack ready.
We've got the upper hand. Let's tidy this mess up.
Of course.
Pop.
On my blade, I'll never lose.
Pretty darn good.
Settle this
We've
right
got the
now.
upper hand.
Lohengrin 2.
Swin! Too slow.
That went well.
You didn't miss a beat, Swin.
We've got the upper hand. Have some of this.
Just too easy.
You're one of a kind, Elaine.
Easy.
That treasure felt pretty good.
Pretty darn good.
I do have to defeat enemies in field battles, so might as well. Ooh, blue pendulum. Nice. More pendulums is more better.
Boost gauge level maximum.
Hello.
Treasure chest. You're fine.
Do it, everyone. Nana wins again.
Yeah, field battles do not give very much XP. Here.
There's so many.
Here, guys.
Pain.
I'll cover you. You got a charge attack ready. They flinched.
Oh, and they're too far away. That is a shame.
We can win.
Good chance for a shot.
Ready to go.
We should go on the attack.
Please. Keep it up, Nadia. Eat.
Oh, just didn't get him.
I won't show any mercy.
Oh, well. That's fine.
That went well.
You didn't miss a beat, Swing.
Here, guys. It's a party for everyone.
They're down. This is the perfect time for shards. This ends now.
Easy does it.
Stay on guard.
Engaging skill.
Wait. Nadia. All set.
This gauge
We can win.
Activating skill.
Too slow. Treasure.
Done and dusted.
You did real good, S.
EP cut 2. Okay. Be useful at some point. An EP charge 4? Oh, hey, these are up to level 24 now. Nice. Use a dark bisque.
That was delicious.
Level 4. Woo! Oh, and I have an achievement. 25 chests plundered. Oh, well, there's the big hoss.
This looks like a rest stop.
Oh. Fuck.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
A good chance for a shard boost.
We've got this in the bag.
Activating skill.
Too slow. Keep it up, Nadia.
Phobos, lends the outcoming. Rift gauge enhanced. I'll remember this.
Go for it, Elaine.
I'll be quick.
Alright, that's all the ads.
Too bad.
We can win.
A good chance for a shard boost. Activating skill.
Zoom Blitz. How did I kick that worm out of the ground? I don't know.
All set.
But I sure did. It's like kicking a Diglett out of the ground. Yes.
I'll remember this. Engaging skill.
How much health do you have?
Shine.
Oh, 11,000. Okay, that's not too bad.
Might want a boost here.
Oh, weak to fire, you say?
Initiating drive.
Ow. her coat does some things. Her coat is trying to do some things. The coat is not doing so well.
We're doing good. Go for it, Elaine. Here I go. You're finished. We can win.
That's it. Nadia!
Let's do this.
Oh, that is some serious damage from Swin. All right, that was pretty easy. Nice, U Material Plus.
Request
Fortune.
completed.
Reward deposited.
Oh, I'm so close to law level 4. Oh, I suppose I might as well use this healing spot, right?
Much better.
Honestly, no, she's meant to be built like that. This craft's popped. Wow. I don't think that'll let me go any further, but I can hope, right? More stuff. More stuff.
No sense going this way.
Nope. Okay. Oh. Bunch of fish here. Which makes a lot of sense. So let's fish. But they're only found in shard search spots. It seems like there's a bunch of fish that are only available in search spots. There's 4 new fish in this area.
A bite.
Got it.
This one's rather big, isn't it?
A crap. Hey, rank A.
A bite.
Arowana.
I got one.
The one we're looking for is a rainbow trout.
Oh,
And there it is. Oh, trout. So now if we go off of the spot, we get a higher chance of the only fish that's not required to have a spot.
A bite.
Almost dropped it.
I got one.
Another carp. Stupid carp. You're full of carp.
A bite.
Boom.
I got one.
A rock eater. All right, we got all the fish. Okay. Station Street.
Let's head out.
We ostensibly will need a bunch of rank A fish eventually, but we can catch them later. But 6 types of fish, rank A fish. And there are a bunch of shops. Do you know what that means? Shopping time.
Let me know if you need
Boiled sardines, sign me up.
Please come back anytime.
Actually, please don't sign me up.
Can I get for you today?
Purifying spice. Cures all ailments. Wow, that's expensive. Energy jelly.
Should you need a break
Please
from
come back soon.
Dr. Jelly is here.
welcome to relax there. If you need something custom made, I got
These
you
are actually worse. Sniper's gloves. So, Beast Killers Ensemble. Okay,
I'll
so I
get more
should
good
buy
stuff
them.
in stock. I carry nothing but the finest.
And I
Thank you for
customize
visiting the
Beast
Western
Killers.
Department Store. Our stores have a wide I'll get more good stuff in stock. I carry nothing but the finest.
Ender Striker, Genius,
shopping with us.
Sparks, Burna, Mirage Type 2.
You better take good care of it.
Okay.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Ooh, now on Parka. Oh, we've got boatloads of money.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. On the roof of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
Crocodile wallet.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more than welcome to relax there.
Alright, we just want to have one of each of those, just because. Completion.
What to do?
Mango ole.
Wow, you're so hung up.
Ooh, there was stuff up here.
What would you like?
Refreshing currant juice and straight tea.
Please stop by again sometime.
Tea for the straights. Wait, I can see those without. What? Oh, there's another portal spot.
We invite everyone to
Something.
come see
Yeah, there's another portal
yourselves.
spot down there. I mean, I might as well slurp up as many of these crystals as I can. They're useful. Oh, anyone you can chat with is blue. Oh, there. Can I still not cross this road? Nope, still can't. Aha! Virtual router. Excellent.
I can handle any maintenance.
These look the same. New driver, we'll take that. I don't remember how to do plugins.
Hope to see you again.
Oh, I can just do it. Okay. So you're wind, so Spark Edge and Cosmic Thrust. Wouldn't mind if you had Tear and Crest. And wait, I can equip these more than once? Oh, that's so nice. Crest as well. That makes plugins so much better. So we should just buy a lot of these. Okay,
Hope to see you
we'll call
again.
that good for now.
What would you like?
Bronze lighter.
Please stop by again sometime. Always happy to visit.
What can I get for you?
Sell banana smoothie.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Ravana. The return of the key. Now play.
Okay. Let's go get our quest. Eddie works one of the registered chestnut stalls I run, but it's been a few days now since he's shown up. And considering his past with Desire, where he might have some sort of run-in with a few gangsters, would you mind looking into what happened to him for me? If you need more info, work up, I'll be at the terrace of the station.
Wonder if business will be better this year.
Hey, man. Are you Thompson that sent the request? Yes, I take it means you're the Spriggan, correct? You're a bit different from what I imagined. Well, the guy who usually does these jobs had to leave Edith for a bit, so we're helping him out by taking on the request ourselves. We're fully equipped to take care of things as any Spriggan would. We've also been made aware of the goings-on behind the scenes in the capital. You can rely on us. Hey, in that case, I feel like I've seen that woman before. Maybe it's just my imagination. Shall we get down to it then? Of course, whenever you're ready. The request is about someone named Eddie going missing, right? Right, I'll go ahead and give you the full rundown. See, I run several food stands throughout the capital. Eddie started working a stand selling roasted nuts at the end of last year. Eddie, that's a name for Van's Nuts. Son of the general store owner in Old Town, used to be a member of a gang called Desire. Former gang member, huh? Sounds like foul play could be involved. That way you put out the 4 SPG instead of going to the Guild of the Police? That's right, I'm telling you, Eddie's turned over a new leaf. He's a real hard worker. Just can't believe he'd up and leave without saying a word to anyone. So do you think you could find out what happened to him? What do you think we should do, S? I think we should do the quest, because I'm doing every quest. That's kinda how this goes, my dude. Alright, leave it to us. Certainly have no objections. Not to mention, if there's any possibility he's in danger, it's my duty to help. Appreciate it. Please find out whatever you can about what's happened to Eddie. I'd like to lend you a hand, but I do have to get back to work after all this. If you find anything out in the meantime, please feel free to contact me. Okay, we'll do our best. Right then, I'll be waiting for some good news. Desire, huh? According to Van, several of their members were brutally killed a couple days ago. Now, a former member's gone missing. Certainly possible that these events are connected, but we shouldn't jump to any conclusions at this stage. Let's take things slowly. We should start by talking to people in Van's network who might know Eddie. Well, we know who Eddie's mom is, don't we? Let's go get to it then. To the Newberry General Store.
Or SPG time.
Alright, off we go. Newberry General Store.
Shall we? I see you're working hard as always.
Talk. Hello. You the ones filling in for Van while he's away? That's right. We'd have something we'd like to ask you. It's about your son, Eddie. Eddie, has something happened to him? Thought he was finally getting his life on track. I mean, he'd been coming in so often lately. But then he just stopped. Nobody I'd spoken to, seen or heard from him. I'm starting to worry. No need to jump to conclusions just yet, although it is a bit concerning that he hasn't been home recently. But he hasn't shown up at work either, so his boss at the food stand wanted us to check on him. Before we came to you, we were hoping you might have told you where he was headed. Causing trouble for his boss, too. Well, I'm not sure how helpful this would be, but when I last saw him, he seemed a little anxious. He told me he wasn't going to be back for a while. I figured he meant he was going to be busy with work. I have a feeling he's gotten himself wrapped up in some trouble with that old gang of his. For all, they were pretty angry about him leaving. I'm worried they might still hold a grudge against him. I understand your concern, but I think the chances of that are pretty low. Most of Desire's higher-ups are either dead or wounded, and their leader is in custody. If it's an organized gang, they're practically finished. Doubt they have the manpower to go after everyone who left. Really? But that still doesn't explain where Eddie's gone. Listen, if you have the time, I genuinely appreciate you keeping an eye out for him. I need to make sure that idiot son of mine is safe. Leave it to us. Do everything we can to find him. Oh, you know he hasn't been home either. Couple that with the fact they didn't tell his mom anything useful, and we're right back where we started. Blacklight District's probably going to be our best bet then, considering the people involved, I mean. Actually, I suggest we seek out a more reliable source. I believe Van mentioned wanting to introduce you to the opportunity presented itself. As you can decipher, Lane called up this particular reliable source. Hello there, you must be Van's newest little assistant. My name's Bermati, and I'm a bartender. However, I also well known for my intimate relations with Van. That's so. I'd love to hear any stories you have. If I understand any hesitancy you may have about him, he's one of the best information dealers out there. Both Van and I make great use of him. But with that, let's get back to business. Bermati, there's something we'd like to ask you. Anything for you, Elaine? Based on the timing, I'd assume you'd like to know about the happenings around Desire. Sounds like you already know exactly what's going on then. Of course I do. These past few days, the remaining members have been disappearing one after another. It seems the other gangs have finally declared a hunting season. Some of their members have faced capture already, though many more have gone into hiding. Hunting season. There was an organization with cunning leadership, and that leadership always made sure they were at the top of the underworld. To see their ambitions fulfilled, however, they made the choice to trample upon a number of other gangs. Unsurprisingly, this created enemies. Enemies who had the perfect opportunity to enact revenge on their past tormentors now that Desire's down on his luck. Is that the gist of it? Bingo. The situation has been escalating at a rapid pace lately. Most of these hunters aren't even attempting to hide who they're targeting anymore. But it seems that one group was recently acting up at the center marsh. That might be a good place to start. Right, I appreciate the intel. We'll head over now. No need for thanks. After all, only the best for my dearest fan in Elaine. But Nadia, darlings, feel free to use little old me to your advantage in the future. If you're ever in a pinch, just give me a ring. Of course, we appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Barry. Oh my, now that's a new one. We're looking forward to chatting with you in the future, Nadia. So it looks like our next destination is set. We can do what the gangs were doing at the marsh and see if we can get some info on Eddie. Yeah, we don't know for certain if he's a target of this hunting season. But you have to admit the timing's a little too convenient. No way it's not related. Don't have any other leads at the moment either. Let's find some familiar with the marsh and see if they know any.
Confirming
All right.
your schedule.
Clicking wrong buttons. Center marsh.
Well then, shall we?
Hey there. How's business treating you?
All right. Might as well do all the things here, like all the
Which do
optional
you want?
purchases and stuff like that. Or
Fresh produce straight from the farm.
Take a look at my wares.
This is kind of fun.
any portals or anything.
Oh, hello.
Bowl chef. Frying.
You're welcome back anytime.
Jarred tokens. I cannot express how much I love the new item color on the mini-map.
What can I get for you?
Oh my god. What a game changer that is.
So lively around here. Check out what I have on offer. Let me know if you need anything at all.
Dried mango.
Please come back anytime.
Oh. Hello. Another location. So I can't access level 3 of the garden, so not really any point in doing that. Maybe if I have some time to kill, but I'd rather move forward.
Anything you want.
Line roller.
Hope you get good use out of it.
Hang on, I want to see if this wears off. Did they? Yep, so they disappeared. But I can't. Yeah. I don't know why I could see that one. That's so weird. Just make sure the veggie sticks, dried mango, juicy fruit sandwich, little frying. Okay. Back to this. Back to the quest at hand. There's. Yeah, see, I could see that one.
Do you have a moment?
We were going after former Desire members? Yeah, something like that has happened around here. Some people last night in the back alleys were wondering if I saw anyone who could be a Desire member. I didn't want to get involved, and personally, I think it's much more interesting to watch from the sidelines. It doesn't look like there's much of a hunt going on now, though. Probably because they moved on to another location. You're a sharp one. Desire members aren't idiots. If someone comes to search you out, you'd naturally find a place to lay low for a while. Just to lay low, I think the most likely place to do so would be the sewers. Until recently, Jeffrey and the others were using it as a temporary hideout. I think you might just be right. I saw some rough-looking types run off in that direction a little while ago. They were found out and had to resort to bunkering down in the sewers. Sounds like we got here just in time then. Let's head out. Yep, we should get going.
Please check out my wares.
Alright. Damn it, didn't I just say we were in the wrong? Just please let me go. I'll let you have all my mirror. No amount of mirror is going to pay us back for all the years of suffering you guys put us through. Desire's reign's at an end. Now get down on your knees and beg like the dogs you are. Guess these desire pricks weren't so high and mighty after all. Me off they were under their heel for so long. But we tied the legs and let them go for a swim. Please, you really don't want me to die, right? With a sudden appeal for mercy. Don't you remember when you did shit like this? That'll be enough of that, I think. Sorry, but I'm not willing to overlook senseless violence. What the hell are you? This is none of your business. Looks like that info was spot on. They should know what's going on. Well, they'll spill their guts one way or another. So I would prefer we not resort to violence if we can help it. If you all answer our questions, this matter can be resolved peacefully. Woman over there, isn't she the Blade or something, Bracer? What are you talking about? You think some famous person would get involved in our little spats? Like, I don't know why you're here, but if you get in our way, you'll be ready. You better be ready for a beating. That's about what I expected. Boo, why can't you lose this one to use your brains for once? You've already made up your mind, then let's get this over with quickly. And there he goes. In B for now. We need to take care of the perpetrators first. Damn it, you let him get away. There's a couple of brats. Come on, let's get rid of him. Woman looks like she can totally kick our asses, though. We'll be too busy defending the kids. Just surround them. Here they come. I don't think that's how this is gonna go, my dude.
Take me. Fine, let's play. You're freaking dead.
We've got this in the bag.
Activating skill. Be gone.
God, they're already almost dead.
One steal coming right up this.
Holy shit, Swin.
I'd say sorry, but I'm really not.
Seriously? Gotcha.
We'll win.
Oh, that's nice. Not even worth my time. Yeah, 21 XP. Get out of here. Alright, why don't you tell us what you know? Lost some kids and their chaperone. I can't move my body. What did you do? Is this string? It won't come off. Yep, it's a special thread of mine. It's fine as spider silk. Strongest of the strong couldn't get out of this stuff. It'd be practically impossible for you guys like you to get out of it. What you think? Well, if it won't hold you back, why don't we try this? What did you do to me? I don't feel so good, so dizzy. My job is give the thread a little tug. More importantly, are you going to answer our questions or not? Honestly, I'm fine with whatever you choose. I'll just leave you here and wait for the blood to build in your head. You know what happens after that? Know that you're concerned, but you can leave it to Nadia. This method never fails to give results. She won't cross any lines. Well, considering you two were trained by the Guardians, forgive me if I have any concerns. I understand you have your faith in her, but there's almost certainly a difference between what you and I believe crosses the line. No, if things get out of hand, it'll be my duty to stop her. Elaine's input, Nadia was made to perform a more subdued line of questioning on the gang members, and they informed the group of their aims without creating any further fuss. So it seems that Eddie really was a target. Doesn't sound like anyone's managed to find him yet, though. I don't think they were lying either. That reminds me, Brenda said he dropped by a few days ago, right? Yeah, and that's when he mentioned he wouldn't be around for a while. In light of what we know about the hunt for former Desire members, it seems most likely that Eddie hid himself away so as not to get his mother involved. However, there's no guarantee he can keep himself safe until the end. Client's request was to figure out what happened to him, so we should focus on actually finding him first. At the moment, nothing else matters. In that case, why don't we head to the Seedon District? Based on what those gang members said, it seems like that's where he's most likely to be. They did say the former Desire member had holed up somewhere over there. Sounded like they'd already started their search in the area. We should hurry.
Confirming your schedule.
Go to the Seedon District. police station in the area, so it should be relatively safe around here. However, this spot in particular is known to be a place where shady people frequent. No, stop. What do you think you're doing? The kid's got nothing to do with this. Stop, get back here. What was that? Go take a look. Just heard a scream. Is everything alright? Those gangsters just came up out of nowhere and accused us of hiding someone. Told them we didn't know what they were talking about, but they took Frala with them as a hostage anyway. Frala? She's one of the girls on our team. Simon, our captain, went to go chase them down. We don't have time to waste. Do you know where they might have gone? Waterworks entrance under the bridge would be my best guess. They ran off in that direction, at least, to be the most likely hiding place. Got it. Leave everything to us. Sewers again. It's like they're into the smell or something. No time for complaining. Let's go. Must be this Eden Waterworks. Not are you sensing anything? Yeah, feels like a bunch of people just came through here. I think I can hear some voices too. They must be up ahead then. We're not too late. Heard you two were quite skilled, but that was an impressive analysis. Does seem to be what the gang members ran off to. Remain cautious moving forward. Oh. Achievement. Oh, 12 topics. 3 custom fishing gear parts. 15 plugins. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, I do need to visit the sauna in Act 1B, so I will go do that. Need another treasure with an orbital lock, but I don't have air section. So I don't know how I would do that. But I guess if it's in Edith, like I can access it later with Van, probably. That they may do that, where it's like, oh, hey, this chest is here, but you have to come back with Van at a later time. Calming potpourri. Lovely. I love a calming potpourri. Well, there ain't shit going on down here. Run, break some boxes. Run, break some boxes. Good. Break some other stuff, break some more boxes, break a lot more boxes. Ooh, fishing bait. Oh yeah. Should buy a bunch more fishing. After this quest, I will buy a boatload. And also dumplings, because apparently those restock every chapter. I should buy those. Be ashamed of yourselves. Simon, come on. We all know about your friendship with Mark. Yeah, we're trying to cover friends in desire, but even Eddie? Real low. I'm going to say this once. Talk about Mark again, you'll get a face full of fist. Beside the point anyway. I ain't covering for anyone. Even if I was. Eddie left Desire ages ago. Think we'd just take his word for it? You don't start talking, I'm sure we can find another way to get those lips flapping. As long as it takes to fess up, the more time we have to think up ways to put this girl to use. Sure, we can have all kinds of fun with her, but if that idea doesn't sit well with you, maybe it's time to rethink where your loyalties lie. You dirty bastards. For you. Apologize for the delay, but we'll be taking it from here. Want to be heroes, huh? Got a hostage. Try anything and see what happens. The girl's skin will spitlet. Good, great. Hostage definitely complicates things. Push comes to shove, we might need to rely on Nadia's abilities. Get your dirty paws off her. Hey, Eddie! Eddie, you finally decided to show your face, huh? Eddie? Oh, that was certainly unexpected. Probably get over here. Don't worry about me. Take the kid and get out of here. Alright, thanks. Be careful. Brad escaped, huh? Damn, you sure picked a good time to jump in, Eddie. Saved us the trouble of having to look for you. Me you want. Nobody else has to be involved. So you're Eddie, huh? You have a bit more backbone than I was expecting. Yeah, we were asked by Thompson and your mother to find you. Manager and my ma, huh? Bunch of busy bodies. Well, for the moment, we can see you're fine. We'll talk about what comes next after we deal with these guys. Better be ready to show us a good time after you ruined all our fun. Sure you get your hands on Eddie. It'll be a pain in the ass if he runs off again. Don't worry about me. I've dealt with my fair share of punks before. Of that, I have no doubt.
Just try and take me. Activating skill.
Go for it, Elaine. Engaging skill.
Well, goodbye.
Boost gauge upgraded.
Fucking see ya. Easy clap. If that had gone on any longer, I might have been in trouble. Dude, that literally was 2 attacks. Unless you wish to be needlessly injured, I suggest you surrender. We ain't going down that easy. Come on, get up. I'll call the others. Guys don't know when to quit. Guys who can't tell when to give up aren't exactly popular with the ladies, you know. Sure, I'm tired, though. It's okay if I take a little nap here, right? Why would that ever be okay? If you're tired, you're more than welcome to have a rest in our hotel suite. You're at the Bank of Edith. The ones from the fake kidnapping case, aren't they? Or the old man was their bodyguard. What are you doing here? Especially you, Rosalia. You promised you'd stay out of trouble. That's my line, Eddie. You knew you'd be in danger, but you still ran off on your own. You don't want to cause trouble, then don't make others worry on your behalf. Yeah, I believe I understand the issue now. Let me be clear. Eddie is no longer involved with Desire. In fact, he's been received as an important guest at our hotel. I'd like to ask you to take your leave. If you bring harm to our guests in any way, shape, or form, we will show no mercy. What a pain in the ass. Screw it. There's no benefit to bagging Eddie anymore. Let's just clear out. Kidding? We're gonna give up just like that? You don't get it, do you? Bringing him in wasn't gonna make us any Mira anyway. With these guys involved, the costs outweigh the benefit. Hey, look, they can do math. They can be taught. I'm free. I don't have to keep hiding. Rumsfeld, thank you for your help. It seems that you were far more involved than I imagined. Care to explain how you ended up here? Of course, we've known Eddie for a while now. You could say we only did what we could to help him. However, you must all be exhausted after that. Rather than standing around in a sewer, why not return with us to some more comfortable lodgings? Hell yeah, dude. So in other words, you were holed up around here the entire time. As soon as the other gang started taking revenge, I figured it was only a matter of time before they came for me. I didn't want to cause any trouble for my ma, so I thought I'd just lay low till it all blew over. So I started chatting with Rosalia here through orb mail some time ago. He suddenly stopped answering my messages. I was worried sick. I felt like I had no choice but to put out a search for him. Finally found him taking shelter in an abandoned building. Of course, Eddie was hesitant to come with us, but we couldn't just leave him all alone and defenseless. I owe him a lot, so I wanted to do everything I could to help him in return. Right, he helped resolve the kidnapping situation you were involved in, didn't he? I remember now. Van's note said something about Eddie thwarting the leader of Desire's real goal. Well then, I trust you now understand why we were so adamant on protecting Eddie. Originally, we had intended to offer him a place to stay in safety. However, he eventually ended up running off into danger all on his own. I suspect you can surmise the rest. I know they did me a solid by covering for me. I shouldn't have run off like that. But those rats started bringing people who had nothing to do with any of this. I couldn't let that happen. Truly matured, Eddie. However, it should be known that Miss Rosalia was the one to decide on coming to your aid. You're so brave for standing up to them. I just wanted to give him a hand. Guess I really owe you one, huh? Aren't you two an interesting pair? I suppose it's more of a sibling relationship, though. Much different than me and S. Yeah, sure, anyway. I've already contacted Thompson. He should be here soon. I see. Looks like I made him worry. Do you think he'll be mad? I know everything's settled down, but if he or my ma got wrapped up in this, I don't think you need to worry about that. Those gang members mentioned that they weren't getting much benefit from targeting former Desire members. I think they've given up on pursuing you any further, Eddie. You should be safe. I've already reported the situation to the guild. Any hunt of theirs will be put to an immediate end. Oh, you already gave a report to the guild? Really got your stuff together, Blade Lady. That means I don't need to go back into hiding, then. Found Eddie? Thompson, sorry for making you worry. There's no need to apologize. I heard you had a lot on your plate. Now on, I hope you feel like you can come to me for any help you might need. And you all, thank you very much. Seems went well beyond just finding the boy. I'll be sure to send payments over as soon as I can. Thank you. We were happy to help. Another successful day of substitute sprigging. I'd also like to thank everyone at the hotel for all you've done for Eddie. Please, it was no problem at all. We simply returned an old favor. Eddie helped me, so it was my turn to help him. Eddie, you should make sure to take it easy for a while. I'm sure your mother must be worried sick. Sorry to ask more of you so soon, but would you mind making sure he gets home safely? Yeah, no problem. Adventure doesn't end until you're safe and sound in bed. Hey, don't go thinking you can start pushing me around. I'll go see my ma if I wanna. Can't you be a little more honest with yourself? You do care about your mom a lot, after all. Of course I do, but kind of embarrassing. She ain't got a leg to stand on when it comes to Delia. Alright, I'll go see my ma. Glad to hear it. Actually, this is a good chance for me to finally meet your mom. I've been wanting to meet her for a while now. Seeing as you, Miss Rosalia, plan on remaining in contact, I would appreciate the chance to learn more about you. Prudent that I thank the woman who raised such a fine young man. But you're all overreacting. Hey, you guys, say something. Nope. Is your hook. Thank you so much for finding my idiot son. Same to you as well, miss. I appreciate the trouble you've gone to bring him back. I believe they actually came home with me. Hardly a need for thanks, madam. We were pleased to help where we could. That being said, if you heard of the rather fantastic display of courage that Eddie gave, Even though he was being hunted, he went out of his way to help others in need. That happened, he said. My goodness, to think my old troublemaker could be so brave. Don't need to go over everything I did. Come on, this is so embarrassing. I think we can see ourselves out. Yes, we did our best to protect the peace. For now, let's leave them be. They were just getting to the good stuff. Yeah, maybe next time.
Woohoo! 3 cheers for us! Reward deposited!
Gray and chaos, huh? Alright. Next stop on the Whirlwind Tour, if I press the right buttons ever, is the Tyrell District.
Well then, shall we?
I get to go shopping with Mommy.
Please step on it.
The new flavor they added is...
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please stop
Villain
by
Latte. Hi, Nadia. Bye, Nadia. Just shove her out of the way.
I've already...
What to do?
A lot of flavors of milk out here. Not sure why milk is such a popular beverage, but boy howdy is it.
I've got some... What can I get for you? Thanks for shopping.
We embarked on a journey to reclaim what was rightfully ours. The saga of Ravana, the return of the king.
Please take
Proverbs
as
of the
much time as
Warrior.
I hope to see you again.
On scanning. Ooh, hello. Found it.
Hello.
Hi, Shino. I will take
Thank you.
a Shino salad.
May I help you?
Jiggly almond tofu.
Thank you.
This is positively delectable.
And they went ham bones on the scan stuff. Yellow popcorn, honey churro.
Come again.
Watch a movie?
No sense going this way.
Okay. Let's see. Portal, McMillan latte, tofu. Sure, yep. Proverbs of the Warrior. Oh god. Up. No. Accidentally pressed back. Or swiped back. So it reloaded the page and now I'm in a different spot. Proverbs of the Warrior. Okay, so we're gonna pop over to Center Marsh. Go to Cancer Fishing Supplies. Don't kills me.
anything you want. Hope you get good use out of it.
Nice, 5 portals found. Alright, it's time for the Tryon Mall. And also probably to save. Tryon Tower.
Well then, shall we?
Oh, so this is Tryon Tower.
We'd only ever seen it from a distance. It makes a way bigger impression up close.
Can you believe the me of 5 minutes ago used to think Orcus Tower was the cooler one? Guess I'm gonna have to redo my ranking.
Keep in mind that Crossbell's Orcus Tower serves a very different purpose from Tryon Tower. Wouldn't be fair to judge them by the same metrics. Names aside, Orcus Tower is more of a skyscraper. Tryon Tower, on the other hand, is described as general infrastructure. Acts as a relay transmitter for broadcasting orbital waves throughout Edith. That's only one of its various roles. Managing all of Edith's network comms has probably been the biggest one of these last few years. Hold on, something doesn't add up here. Tryon Tower was designed by Professor Epstein, right? That was 50 years ago, just after the Orbital Revolution. Initially built as a clock tower, complete with meteorological instruments. 20 years later, they installed radio facility. It took another 2 decades before they implemented support for all manner of orbital communication waves. The tower's overall shape and frame are basically unchanged. It implies Professor Epstein saw modern orbital networking coming a whole half a century before it was invented. Rather far-fetched, though it's a little frightening how I can't actually refute you. Pretty flaky of the guy to leave all these crazy predictions and inventions behind. Definitely not impossible, though. Who cares about all that mumbo-jumbo anyway? This is the perfect chance to take in all the sights. Come on, S, what should we hit up first? We look like tourists to you? For making the rounds, covering the establishments around the mall would be a good start. As far as views goes, the most impressive one here can be found on the tower's observation deck. That being the case, what do you say we save the best for last? Now you're talking. Good thing we have a local to give us the inside scoop, huh? Sure about this? We're still on a job here. This is the route we'd have to take on our investigation anyway. Besides, there's no harm in mixing the pleasure a bit in the capital. I imagine you haven't had much chance to enjoy the city outside of your 4 SPGs. Beauty's Blades had a third B and stand for big-hearted. No wonder everyone looks up to you. You're almost nothing like Van said you'd be. What exactly did Van say I would be? Oh crap, open mouth, insert foot. You know, scary, demanding, kind of lady that we should watch her step around. Why'd you go and tell her all that? Because I'm an ally to scorn beauties all over the world. Since when? That's enlightening. Sure, Van was only playing it up for laughs. Well, no need to defend the man. He can do so himself in person. Oh, Van's fucked. Now that show would be off, I'll lead the way. Who knew smiles could be so scary? Maiden's heart is like a maze of landmines. Better start taking notes, S. Mishy!
Oh, look! It's Mishy!
Don't be fooled.
Welcome to the Tryon Mall. Here you'll find Tryon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks. You'll also find the Fern Store, a movie theater, boutique.
Mishy, over here. Blows my mind how one simple mascot could take both the Empire and Republic by storm. It's no easy feat when you think about it. All of Mishy's brand management in Calvert is handled by Vallis Investment Bank. Much of his popularity here can be attributed to their financial might. That being said, eating at you. If you're familiar with the original Mishy, correct? Take a closer look if you would. Huh? Compare the Mishy you know to the way this one has been localized for the Calvardian market. Obviously, the most drastic discrepancy is the head-to-body ratio. The size of his ears and the pattern on his tail differ subtly as well. Moreover, exaggerating his paws ends up compromising any sense of unity in his. When added together, his seemingly minute factors have a considerable impact on his overall silhouette. Granted, this Mishy does have his own charms, but I'm disinclined to call him authentic. Whoa, we got a connoisseur over here. Let her have this one. Mishy connoisseur.
Are those security robots? They don't look like the ones I'm used to seeing.
Those are RoboVacs. As I recall, they're newly manufactured by the Vern Company. I hear they're testing them out here at Tryon Mall.
This should be a household staple. How can I help you?
The camel wallet.
Please, come again. I can make these things do all the cleaning for me.
This is the Quincy Company store. It's one of the biggest confectioners in Zemuria. Parents run this big biz, right, Blade Lady? Well, maybe you can get us some freebies? Read the room, Nadia. From what I remember, their president was arrested last year. Fortunately, my involvement in the business ended when I took off from home. I'm afraid that means my family benefits are out of the question. Oh man, certainly give you my recommendations though. Why don't we browse around? Why she made such a clean break from them? Weird. The worst after the debacle of father, but things seem to be recovering for the most part. It's one worry off my mind.
Hello there.
Eclairs.
Welcome to the Tryon Mall. Here you'll find
Thank you.
Tower.
Learn to make eclairs for Elaine. Ho 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 ho. Funny. Funny man, funny. Earl
You'll also find the
Boutique.
Fern Store,
Liberal? Hey, there's a country we don't hear about very much.
Liberal Boutique. They deal in specialty goods and souvenirs from the Liberal Kingdom.
I've never been to a place like this before. Whoa! Is that a model of the original Arcee?
Wow-wee! That's a lot of acerbic tomatoes!
Where's the acerbic tomatoes?
Good news, everyone. Mishy has
There they are.
made his way to Calvert.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
The acerbic tomato chips. Acerbic tomato soda.
With Mishy.
Blue vacuum flask. Elb scarf.
Please come again.
Nice. The nice little interconnectedness. R&M.
Anything of interest?
These all drop my evasion. Nope. They're better defense, but lower movement. Nope.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
Sorry, didn't find anything. Kind of the worst.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other
The Vern store. Looks like business is booming. One of the Vern Company's retail locations. No wonder you can't go anywhere without hearing that name. Naturally, they sell a variety of ornaments for home use, but in recent time they focus their efforts on bringing Xiphus to general customers. All-in-one communication devices found here offer the same specifications with none of the combat function. And even give them an in-store test run before making a purchase. Xiphus, huh? Nadia and I use them ourselves. So it's impressive how far they've come without the FC Foundation's involvement. Feels like they're leaps and bounds ahead of the old Vern versus Reinford rivalry now. Kinda bittersweet though, call me old school, but I got pretty attached to the Enigma and Arcus units. Uh-oh, those people are... Hey, is that who I think it is? Go up and get a closer look. Good idea, we may well stop by and say hello. Stairwell should be just behind that door. Is that Toa?
What'll you have?
Is that one of the best girls, Toa?
Come again. Welcome to the
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Oh, I
Please
don't have
stop fighting.
nearly that much money anymore.
Find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops.
We'll head to the second floor.
Thank you again for putting this detailed analysis together. I'll make sure to pass it along to Professor Schmidt. And thank you too, Your Highness. We greatly value your input as one of our sponsors.
You're quite welcome. Please give the professor my regards.
I have a feeling my father and brother will be just as pleased with the results.
It is her!
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Swin! Nadia! It's been too long!
Miss Herschel, Professor Hamilton, a pleasure to see you again.
Ah, Elaine. Good day to you.
That's LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
So, wait. You already know each other?
Toa!
Elaine and I have known each other for some time now. We met when I was on assignment for NGO work.
That's right. Her assistance at the time was invaluable. I don't believe I've met your other companion, though.
How do you do, Miss Eau Claire? And hello to your friends as well. I am Jita Osval, daughter of Grand Prince Salman of Elsheim. What a blessing it is to meet so many new people today.
The Princess of Elsheim?
You must be Crown Prince Sharid's younger sister. I recall seeing you at the racetrack the other day. It's an honor to formally make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you were there as well? I've heard many a story about Beauty's Blade, but it's nice to finally put a face to the name. My brother has much to thank you Bracers for.
It's really no trouble at all. The Guild appreciates his generous support.
Oh, wow! A real-life princess! What a cutie patootie!
Do me a favor and behave for once.
When a Nadia, was it? It's clear you're friends of Toa's. You don't quite seem to be bracers. They aren't. We've temporarily enlisted their help with a request is all. Right, we just started a new gig in Edith as Substitute Spriggans. Missing cats to apocalyptic threats. Us over here can handle anything. for overselling it. Don't act like all the work goes to me. I understand. You're Arkwright Solutions' interim replacements. Let's say you two make quite a distinctive pair. Brother has told me all about Arkwright Solutions. You're filling in for them? How wonderful. Antoinette, I'm a little surprised to see you two in that line of work. Fell into our laps, more or less. Think you're surprised. What are you doing all this way from Erebonian, Toa? Let me guess. It's the old NGO grind? Yeah. It's one I got to help out with after graduating Thor's, the International Cooperative Organization. Things are beginning to pick up with them again, and I have some other business to take care of in Calvard anyway. Please let Toa be playable, so I made the choice to relocate here at the start of the year. That checks out. The ICO, huh? Feels like they keep ramping up their visibility more each year. The group addresses all sorts of international challenges that local governments can't handle on their own. There's been an increasing trend of those kinds of issues throughout the country recently. Even here in the capital, Miss Herschel has been hard at work in more fields of expertise than I can count. It's difficult to believe that her real job is teaching at an Imperial Military Academy. Yep, she's one busy bee, all right. Let's stop it. I don't do much at all, really. Yeah, that sounds like Toa. But enough about that. Back to the substitute spriggan business. How riveting. The air of something out of a movie or a novel. I don't mean to impose, but you mind telling me about the case you're currently working on? Neither of us have a problem with it. It's up to our client to decide how hush-hush we have to be. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a few details. So Edith has been having orbital network problems. My brother told me about everything that happened in Basel last year as well. Things aren't bad enough to be an actual problem yet, but it's still sketchy all the same. Do you happen to have any insight, Professor? Matter of fact, I received a brief report about this, courtesy of the Vern Company. Fortunately, there isn't much I can add at this stage. At the very least, I have confidence that you're on the right track. Nice, we got the Professor's stamp of approval. The smallest crack can eventually grow into a chasm. The lack of foresight with those nuclear devices last year led to tragedy, and what we're seeing now may be the early signs of something similar. All this to say, I appreciate you investigating the matter. Of course, if there's even a hint of malicious agenda behind this, we'll root it out and nip it in the bud. Spoken like a true bracer. Maybe my hearing's going, but that didn't sound like a royal we to me. Sure, Lane can manage, but we'll be counting on you two to help get to the bottom of this. Would that I could offer more than well wishes. Still, I look forward to hearing all the tales of your exploit. If there's anything at all we can do to help, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you, Professor. Just excuse ourselves then. See you later. Well, I didn't expect to see Toa. That's always fun. She gets around the continent, man. She's a busy beaver.
Okay, I think we've hit up all the spots worth visiting.
Then I suggest we head for the tower.
Drop by the Vern store if you want to check out the hottest new commodity, the T-Phone. It's a cutting-edge piece of orbital technology that's lighting Calvert on fire. You won't want to miss it.
Okay.
Oh, is there... Oh, maybe we can... There's cinema. Oh, like there's a portal.
Make a wish. Good news, everyone. Mishy has finally made his way to Calvert.
Hooray!
Pay him a visit today and make a wishy with Mishy. If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Step right up.
I'm so glad that it tells you pamphlet not purchased. Thank you.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Indelible. Rita Rockford is an archaeologist. Something. Next quest is to find the golden staff of Sala, a relic that caused disastrous calamities in bygone days. She travels the ruins in the far reaches of the continent, where she meets and rescues an indigenous girl, Asha. Kidnappers are after the golden staff, and they require her blood to retrieve it. Rita and Asha band together and infiltrate the depths of the ruins to steal the staff right under their noses. But their efforts are thwarted by the dastardly Willard, an old family rival from her father's time. Willard is the ringleader of an illegal excavation group known as the Legendary Dawn. Takes Asha hostage and tells Rita to hand over the treasure in exchange for her life. Rita readily complies, and Willard, now in possession of the treasures, loses himself in ecstasy. Then the ruins begin to collapse and shake around him, causing the staff to slip out of his hands. Willard chases the staff as it rolls around across the ground, and in that moment, Rita sees an opening.
I'll be taking that.
Hand over the staff. Or would you prefer I put a bullet in this poor girl's head?
Oh, it's Judith again.
No. Please, don't do it, Rita.
Fine. Put the gun down, and I'll toss you the staff.
A wise decision. It's lighter than before. No, it's a fake!
And you call yourself my father's rival. Shame you don't have his eye for antiquities.
Huh? You're giving this to me? Really? Are you sure?
Of course. I promised I'd protect it for you, didn't I?
Oh, is that, that looks like... What's her name?
And a promise is a promise. Thank you so much, Rita.
Damn you, Rita Rockford! Damn you! I'll remember this until the day I die. And before that happens, I will have my revenge!
Keep dreaming. You'll never get your hands on these treasures because I'll always be there to protect them. Or my name isn't Rita Rockford.
Man, the voice actress for Judith just gets tons of lines out of everywhere. Oh, let's see what she said. Wowee, the treasure hunting life sounds awesome. You get heart-pounding thrills and free golden treasures. Figures you'd fixate on that part. What caught my eye was the lead actress. Name is Judith Lanster, though I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. She's well known even among non-moviegoers. Knowing the two of you, I assume you worked out the other name she goes by, yes? Whatever could you mean? I don't know anything about a cat lady who's been going around disturbing the peace. It hasn't been that long since we arrived in Calvert, but I suppose we could read about it more in the paper. It's alright, I don't really feel like going into that much detail about it right now. Ben's office is getting livelier all the time, and he will have his work cut out for him when he gets back. Right, forgot they sell brochures. Yes, buy the brochure. Okay, it's fair.
Opening planner.
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
Yay!
Huge. This stuff is cutting edge.
All right, before we go in here, let's save. Always good to save. You're done sightseeing around the tower? Finish sightseeing. Looks like we might have some Machangarten. Now you've taken a turn around Trion Mall. What are your thoughts? Got a good vibe for people our age. Plenty of family-friendly spots too. Plus, you make a halfway decent date spot. I give it 4 stars. When asking for a review, did you already figure out why we're here? Me? No way. My clue radar just never went off. That's all. Kept an eye out myself, but I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary either. What about you, Swin? Same as you two. Nothing special. Hey. It just leaves the tower itself then. Much as I'd like to be all, woohoo, let's go. This is the part where we have to start taking things seriously, huh? The observation deck is open to the general public, but any orbital network facilities will be located elsewhere. Could be able to get us permission to investigate on that front, but we may want to see what the staff can tell us first. Makes sense to me. Break a leg, Blade Lady. We'll be waiting right here for you. You aren't coming? Talking things out will probably go a lot smoother without us. Trust me, we'd only get in your way. Well, alright, make yourself comfortable then. I'll go speak with the relevant employees and circle back. Alone at last, you know that means S. Time for a dating montage. Take a rain check on that. Something else I'm curious about. There you are, welcome back. By yourself, where's Swin? Sent him on a little errand, but he should be back real soon. Speak of the devil. Hey, S. That was quick. Find anything out? Fortunately not. Spoke with security, but no one saw any suspicious persons enter or leave the building. The communications facilities and equipment are much different. Nothing unusual has been reported at all during their periodic inspection. Fresh out of leads. The surface, yes, but that may change if we examine the main control systems directly. That's why I took the liberty of getting us clearance. This is your area of expertise, right, Nadia? Really do your homework, huh? You know, there is one other thing we can try. There is? Well done, Nadia. Just about. Comparison results should be popping up any second now. What's for what, exactly? Operation Robovac Trackdown. Beg your pardon? A perpetrator is among them. They are? Probably. Think you've tried her patience enough. Just give her to her straight already. Fine, fine. First, let me redirect your attention to one of the many mecha janitors roaming around us. Risk of repeating myself, those automated cleaning machines operate exclusively in the 3rd District. They were brought in on a trial basis by Dallas Investment Bank, one of Tryon Tower's biggest sponsors. Right, but we reached out to Toa, who got in touch with Professor Hamilton. She gave us the Robosvac's spec sheets, plus the source code for their main systems. So, connections are everything. Price Professor Hamilton would authorize that. Turns out her offering to help wasn't just to be polite. We know ladies like her are the best. Now we just use that data to analyze the Robovac's behavioral routines. Just for the area's cartographic info, along with an active unit count and time frame, presto, a complete map of every Robovac's pathing route. Didn't realize that was possible. Only because we had all the other parameters first. Besides, these calculations tell us where they're supposed to go, not where they actually went. That's where S came in clutch. Went around attaching transmitters to the Robovacs that were nearby. Obviously, there's no way I could get every single one. Lucky for us, they can detect and coordinate with any friends of theirs nearby. So as long as enough units are being tracked, we can get a beat on pretty much all of them. Now, if I take the expected routes from earlier and cross-reference some of the ones on record, look at that, some of them don't line up. Meaning they were hacked? Bingo! There's security checks for people going in and out of Tryon Tower, but they'd have no reason to suspect a cleaning machine they themselves are using. That makes the Robovacs a safe and reliable means of getting close to the tower's control systems. For why nothing turns up in their inspections, the virus used to infect the network is probably self-destructing. In other words, after it does its thing, it removes any trace that it was ever there. Then, after the inspections are over, the perpetrator hacks a different robot, and the cycle starts over. That way they can exploit part of Tryon Tower's control systems to commit the cyber crimes, with no one the wiser. Pieces do seem to align. To say I'm impressed you were able to put all this together, Nadia. So Swin deserves some credit as well for noticing something was off about the Robovacs in the first place. You tell it was me? You call us impressive. Hey, you're pretty quick on the uptake. It wouldn't have made me an A rank otherwise. Would you mind walking me through your thought process? Really want to know. What tipped me off was the strange way some of the Robovacs were behaving. The routes they were taking felt less than optimal from a cleaning perspective. Like they were trying to avoid being spotted or keep a low profile in case they couldn't. As someone who's used to staying under the radar, I tend to pick up on this kind of thing. Oh, I see. Incidentally, have you two ever given any thought to becoming bracers? Is that an invitation? It is. The guild is always short-staffed. Branch and Edith is especially in need now that Feast returned to Erebonia. You wouldn't be the first people with complicated past to register with us. Surprisingly common, in fact. Tempting as that offer sounds. No way, Jose. Guild burns their members out like a box of matches. Don't get me started on your working hours. I need to save all that room in my planner for back-to-back siestas. Yep, a lazy life of leisure is the only one for me. And there's your answer. Oh, no shame in trying. Oh, I spy something on the move. Now the Robovac straight off its expected roost. Say, hacked? Went into the tower through the back door, probably to launch another viral attack. We better launch an attack of our own. Right, catching up with it should give us a clue as to who's responsible. Headed through the observation deck, onward and upward. Wow, nice. Here's the observation deck. Too bad we can't just kick our feet up. The Robovac should be just past this door here. Looks like it went into the control room at the top of the stairs. Move in. We've already received permission from security. Right.
Beep, beep.
Guess I can't go anywhere else anyway. Over there. They get noticed us. Blocking the only exit. There's nowhere to run. It's gonna ram itself into the servers and corrupt the data. Not on my watch. Flashed out its legs faster than I could say holy moly. Barely even had time to blink. Less gawking, more investigating. The culprit is bound to have realized what happened by now. Got it. What the? I think we're out of luck. But how? Hacking program's already started the auto-deletion process. Without better hardware, I won't have time to trace the signal back to the perp. At this rate, every last bit of data is going to get wiped. Right to that. This sucks. Everything past this point is out of my depth. If Rem were here, she'd know what to do. Attempt for more personnel and a better equipment, but it'd be too little too late. Finally found a lead and it's slipping right through our fingers.
It appears you're in something of a fix.
Oh, hey! Professor Hamilton! What are you doing here? That Her Highness' suggestion, really. See, I simply was beside myself with curiosity after learning what you were up to. Carl earlier suggested you found some sort of clue in how those cleaning robots are acting. And since the network outages you're investigating are taking place all throughout the city, it stood to reason that you would head to the control room of this tower where Edith's orbital traffic comes through. You act like it's no big deal, but that's some top-tier sleuthing right there. In any event, it would seem we made the right choice in coming. Naughty, why don't you try hacking in from your end? But It'll be fine, dear. Go ahead. What do I do now? Tough going if you jump in unprepared, so allow me to lend you this. Oh, how adorable! Peculiar shape. Where have I seen it before? Well, this avatar is borrowed. It contains a hacking tools made specifically for orbital networking environments. Could be more than manageable for someone of your ability. Color me impressed. Okay, here goes nothing. Initializing. I did not see him.
Reattempting infiltration.
Oh, it's Theo.
Analyzing code. Security clear.
Had to do a bit of a wiggletron to get through that.
Analyzing code. Security clear. Analyzing code. Security clear. Mission accomplished.
Hacking complete. I did it. I'm the best hacker. Managed to trace the signal back? All in a day's work for yours truly. Though I couldn't have done it without that cute little AV and its tools. Thanks for the bundle, Prof. I'm just glad it worked out in the end. So you know where the culprit is, right? Yep. There's several layers of dummy data to throw me off, but I made it through eventually. Coordinates whoever's been hacking the Robobacks and who's been messing with Edith's orbital network are right here. Where's here exactly? Appears to be just shy of the city's unofficial 13th district, otherwise known as the Blacklight District. Thinking back, this reminds me of something Jin mentioned. Supposedly there's a desolate corner of the district where the air is so stagnant that even the residents rarely step foot inside. They call it the Condemned Sector. Yeah, that's fishy with a capital F. I mean, what better place to hole up if you're looking to get some evil doing done? Just have to go down there and see what we find. Afraid the rest of us won't be much help from here on. But I have faith that the three of you will be able to handle things just fine. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Well, thank you again for your assistance. Be around, Toa. Staying in Edith, it's only a matter of time before we run into each other again. Sorry to interrupt. Would you mind if I accompanied you to this condemned sector? But Cherie told me, I don't think that's a good idea, but Cherie told me so much of this first-hand experiences with Argrid Solutions escapades. If you're substituting for them, it only follows that I should take place of my brother. Would that not be the natural course of things? That's a pretty big stretch. Not to mention, when I see the two of you interact, it makes me feel as if I'm among old friends. I mean to say, you're a spitting image of the protagonist of my favorite book series. Favorite book series? Yes, it follows a young assassin and the girl he calls his partner in their quest to defy fate. I highly recommend it. Well, I understand how you feel, Your Highness. I'm afraid I can't allow this. Blacklight District is lawless as it is. Say nothing of the condemned sector. We have no way of predicting what dangers might be lying in wait down there. I thought as much. Disappointing to be certain, but I won't protest any further. Even if I had a bodyguard, there's no denying that I would only get in your way. Or that I could have borrowed Najee from my brother beforehand, then it'd be a different story. Anyway, just leave it to us for now. We'll tell you about all our daring do next time we meet up, okay? Waiting with bated breath, may Arusha's protection be with you. Hey, just hopping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis have revealed the new floor of the Marken Garden. So check out when you get a chance, okay?
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 215 arc above ground level, providing a panoramic view of the entire capital. Please relax and enjoy the heavenly view.
Okay.
This stuff is cutting edge.
Oh?
Let's see here.
Someone approached me in the Trion Mall a few weeks ago and asked if I was interested in buying a super cheap T-phone. I said yes, of course, but then I found out it was all a scam. T-phone fraud. You must be the Spriggan I've been hearing about. That's right, although we're actually just filling in for the real one for a bit. To be honest, I was expecting a little more shady looking. Guess you're not, though. You, have I seen you somewhere before, miss? Don't mind me, I'm not actually a Spriggan. I just lend them a hand every now and then. Anyway, would you mind explaining the request in a little more detail? Yeah, sorry, let me explain. Just to put it simply, I was swindled out of Mira. Some guys came up to me saying they had cheap T-phones for sale with just a few stipulations. T-phones, those are consumer-grade versions of the Zifas that act as mobile terminals, right? Didn't they start selling them this year? Right, they've been all the rage since they went on sale. It's supposed to be a top-of-the-line gadget. Till now, mobile terminals have only been available to people like government officials and people in the guild or the military. But now, even your average Joe can get one. It's like we stepped into a whole new era. T-phone is like a status symbol. If you manage to bag one, the whole world will know how classy you are. You are passionate about them. Guys get psyched up about the weirdest things. Well, anyway, that's why I was so excited to head to the Vern store to pick one up. But a single T-phone's pretty expensive. They're like 20,000 Mira. That's way out of my price range, so I started to feel pretty bummed. And when I left the store, these two guys approached me. Flyers for cheap T-phones, and they could hook me up with one for 5,000 with only a few stipulations. I asked if they could tell me more. They took me to a nearby cafe to talk. Someone came along just at the right time and talked you into what you thought was a good deal. What were these stipulations you made? First thing they said is even though these cheaper T-phones weren't official products, they got them from a problematic source. They were supposed to be distributed to members of some institution, but these guys ended up getting them on the down low. On the down low, what you're saying is they were sold illegally. This sounds like a deep-seated issue if that's the case. Yeah, but despite that, they told me not to worry because it's all a gray area. But if it did happen to get out of the police or the guild, they would have to stop selling. They told me to keep the truth between us. They told me that if it happened to break on me, I couldn't take it to an official deal. Those were the two main stipulations they had. They wanted me to sign a contract and everything. They were really a gray area. They think they'd be a little less hush-hush about it all. Definitely sounds suspicious. I'm guessing you ended up signing anyway? Yeah, I was told they only had a limited supply and they were on a first-come, first-served basis. I panicked, you know? But the real problem is what happened next. The T-phone they sold me doesn't even work. It's a complete piece of junk. It doesn't even have a camera functionality it's supposed to. Can't even get a call connected properly. The very model of a scam. I feel a little sorry for you, but you kind of brought this on yourself. So what do you want us to do, scam artist? Thought of them getting away with this while I wallow in despair is a big bruise to my ego. And while I do want them to get raked over the coals for this, I really just want you to get all my Mira. I think you'd get both of your wishes if you reported this to police, and yet you decided to put a S4 SPG instead. know what you're trying to say, and I get that's selfish of me. Here I am wanting to get them back for swindling me, yet I'm not willing to accept the consequences of my own mistakes. Don't see why it's such a big deal. Everybody looks out for number one in the end, right? Except for me, I always put S first, no matter what. Oh wait. So now that I've added a certain doll to the ranking. Oh brother. Getting back to the matter at hand, this certainly sounds like a request that leans more towards the edge of the law. So what would the substitute Spriggans like to do? Mind taking on the job. We're going to do it. Then I'm gonna go take a break. Alright, I understand we'll take the case, but as far as giving them grief goes, that'll depend on their response to us. Mean it? Oh, thank you. Well, with that settled, I guess it's better drum up what little motivation I have. Did you still have the flyer they gave you? Got the T-phone at least. Here, you'll probably need it. Wish I had the flyer, but I actually ended up throwing it away. First thing to do is gather some intel on these guys. Don't seem to be in the area right now, so we should be able to ask around without worrying we'll scare them off. In that case, why don't we head over to the Vern store and see if anyone's seen a pair of scammers around. Maybe we should check in with some of the neighboring shops, too. Make sure those guys aren't selling brand name knockoffs of other products, right? Exactly, you're so smart, S. It's important that we get a good idea of how widespread their operation is first. So it's likely they're not doing this with anything other than T-phones. Worried about other potential knockoffs, the Liberal Boutique seems like it'd be a likely target. After all, they're said to stock a famous wine from Liberal, the Grand Chardonnay. A single bottle can get pretty expensive depending upon the year. I see, guess we better get started then. It's probably best that we don't tell people we're investigating swindlers though, don't want to cause unnecessary panic. Let's just stick to asking if they know about any cheap T-phones. Alright, I'll wait outside the mall until you guys reach out. Don't want to risk running into them again, you know? Sure, we'll let you know what we find.
RPG time!
This stuff is cutting edge.
Okay. I'm gonna go take my break. Ads are already running. I'll be back in like, I don't know, 8 minutes or so. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I've just shoved a bagel in my face. And we're gonna get back to it. Gonna finish this quest up before we do the Machengarten.
Welcome.
Do you have a moment?
Lady seems real taken by this stuff, because she's really into Orbital hardware. Bet you know something. Excuse me, miss, do you mind if we ask a few questions? Nodding and the others told the lady about their investigation to heavily discount phones. Maybe she means like the ones that were on the paper, Mom. You mean the flyer we got after we left the Vern store? These two men came up to us out of nowhere and started trying to sell us something. Got a flyer? Is there a chance you still have it on you? No, I tore it up after coffering down their info. Kept going on and on about how there was a reason they were able to get their T-phones so cheap. I thought it was a little too suspicious. Used their offer before they could explain any further. Bad about the flyer, but it's probably a smart thing to do. Anything else you can remember about them? Now you mentioned they did seem a bit worried about something when we left. Something about not meeting today's quota and her being upset with them. Quota on her, this could be useful information. So two men passing out flyers trying to talk to people into these T-phones and some authority figure they refer to as her. Thank you both, you've been a big help. Hope you find what you're looking for. Pass you around to see if we can learn anything else.
Do you have a moment?
I think she was mentioned in those friggin' notes. Van left with us. Must be the one that knows about the incident. He knows from that incident in Cray Village, at least. I think we even ran into her when we were here last. We're substitute Spriggans. We just have a few questions. Keep T-phones. Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Never really heard any of the other employees mention either, so I doubt they'll know anything. We have a pretty good view of the area from the shop, too. Never seen anybody putting up flyers or anything like that. You don't say. Sounds like they're being extra careful so they don't get caught. Guess that means they're not amateurs. What about T-phones that don't work? Heard anything about that? Oh, I actually have heard of that recently. A bit concerning. Would you care to elaborate? It's not that big of a deal. For most people, the T-phone is their first mobile terminal. Can't figure out how to use them correctly or have trouble adjusting their settings. Come in and say it's broken. Most of the time, they just need a little walkthrough on how to use it. Then they're on their way. Even if their T-phone was actually broken, we'd be able to repair it here in the store. See. In that case, would you mind taking a look at this T-phone for us? First, let's have a look-see. Huh? What's going on with this thing? What's causing the problem? Oh, well, this is actually the first time I've ever seen anything like this. The outer frame is the same as any other T-phone, but the insides are totally different. It's not a T-phone or iPhone at all. It's an enigma. Looks like it's had almost all of its combat functions removed. All that's left are the communication functions. Enigma? I haven't heard that name in a while. I remember them being pretty mainstream 5 or so years ago, but times have changed. Thank you for the honk. Even if that does have communication functions, there's no doubt it'd be difficult to connect to today's orbital. Since it doesn't have camera functionality, it's practically nothing compared to an actual T-phone. Client said something similar too, that this T-phone was a piece of junk. The Enigma being such an outdated model, they're probably selling for cheap on the black market. They dressed them up to look like T-phones and started selling them at a low price. I don't think I quite understand what's going on, but it definitely sounds like bad news. Probably go report this to my manager. Actually, sorry to ask this of you, but do you mind keeping this between us until we can finish investigating? Can't really give you anything in exchange, but I promise we'll report back once you got everything straightened out. After that, you can tell anyone and everyone you want. Guess I don't mind. A little familiar with how a Spriggan works. You've been real kind to Lashkar, too. I appreciate it. Thanks for being so understanding. Just give us a bit and we'll be back with a full report. Alright, I'll leave you to it then.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Cow. Welcome to the Liberal Boutique. One sec.
Well, there's a lot of shops carrying high-end goods. I can see if any of them are experiencing a scam similar to Between the others, I told the clerk about the cheap. Unfortunately, I don't believe I know about cheap T-phones. I never knew anything about regarding scams on high-end products either. The only product of ours that we've potential target is the Grand Chardonnay. I don't think we've had any complaints or returns, though. No, we have any reason to worry there. Sounds like this store isn't being targeted then. Swing and a miss. For silver lining, I guess we know that there's only one shop having issues. Well, now that I think about it, there has been one thing I found concerning. Recently, I've seen a couple of men posting flyers out in front of our store. It all seems a bit suspicious. I notice them sometimes on my lunch break. Can you give us any more details about them? Started seeing two of them around the beginning of the year. I haven't seen them today, but they're pretty much here every day from afternoon until evening. I often see the two of them discussing something while snooping around by the Burns store. They seem to be handing out their flyers to people on their way out. I assume they've been discussing who to target before they leave the store. Actually, some really useful information. Pretty observant for having caught all that. I don't think your average person would think twice about what some guys handing out flyers were up to. On top of that, you're so refined and well-spoken. Not quite as stuffy as an aristocrat. Being so detail-oriented, it makes you think you used to work as a maid at someplace super fancy. You always have to do that. You're very perceptive. If you're capable of deducing all that, I assume you must be no ordinary customer either. Right. When a mystery presents itself, I've got no choice but to solve it. All part of my detective side. Who do you think you're fooling? No problem. It's not as though I'm looking to hide it from anyone. When I used to live in Liberal, I worked in a city called Bose. It's famous for its commerce. While there, I was a maid for a gentlewoman who supported me quite graciously. In fact, opening up the shop was her idea in the first place. Really? Sounds like the person you're referring to isn't any noblewoman. I definitely know her. Now that I think about it, isn't the mayor of Bose? Isn't the mayor of Bose a young woman? Oh, yeah. Never been to Liberal before. Maybe I'll think about taking a trip soon. Yes, if you have the opportunity, please do. Think make a lovely holiday getaway. Oh, okay. Well, that's a connection I didn't know that was happening. That's fun. Alright, why don't we pick this up tomorrow and go catch a movie? Let's throw work to the curb and get a little guilty pleasure in for once. Sure got an interesting sense of humor. Hey, your mouth says interesting, but your eyes say I am not amused. That's enough goofing off, I think. We should start going over everything we've learned so far. To start, we know that the two men were here handing out flyers have been spotted between afternoon and evening. We also know they were specifically targeting customers they saw expressing interest in T-phones. Then they would sweet-talk them into purchasing a cheap T-phone as well as signing their contract. However, the phones themselves are fakes. They're actually just modified Enigmas. They're also that boss lady the scammers are worried about. We're probably going to have to make contact with her sooner or later. Yes, I agree, which raises the question of how we're supposed to do that. I know of one good option, but I'm a little reluctant to go down that route. I don't think there's any getting around it, S. Did you two have something in mind? Glad you asked. I'd recommend we deploy Nana and S's Operation Number 18. Use a decoy to lure the perp out. That would be a good way to probe for answers. I don't mind doing it if we really have to. It's just, you know how rusty I am, so try and keep the premise from getting too elaborate, okay? Request has been acknowledged. In fact, I've already got a plan. Blade Lady, you'll be our backup, so I want you waiting in the wings not too far away. For you, maybe you should get some new outfits in the shop over there. Put together a look that'll really bring out your eyes. Considering we don't know when the targets will arrive, I don't think we have time to waste shopping. Oh, S, you're no fun. Should I really be letting them handle this on their own? So happy, it's been far too long since you and I have been on a date, hasn't it? What are you gonna buy me today, darling? Time to be embarrassed, Swin. Right now you just need to focus on getting your targets to believe we're a real couple. Since the company my father manages is doing so well, I think a little splurging can be arranged. Increased my allowance recently, so I figured, why shouldn't I buy something extra special for my honey bunny? That sounds exciting! What do you think of getting me? Something that's been on my mind for a while, actually. Wouldn't it be nice if we could talk to each other anytime we wanted? That's why I'm buying both of us T-phones. Hey, darling, you're the sweetest. More than a few concerns, but they seem to be doing okay so far. Shopping for T-phones? And today, yes, my girlfriend and I would like to buy a pair. 20,000 mira each. That's 40,000 mira for both of us. Use up every bit of my allowance. You're not going to buy me a T-phone, darling? So excited about it, too. I should have known better than expect you to... Wait, I promise I'll get you one, honest. Maybe I can pay in installments? Is that an option? Of course, sir. Promise like some kind of poor person? Come on, darling. I thought you were cooler than that. Wow. Just laying him out at every moment. Nadia's having too much fun with this. There's a young couple checking out the T-phone section. What do they like? Easy pickings, putting it lightly. They wanted to buy a set of T-phones, but it looks like they couldn't afford it. Want to start with them for today? Oh, and I was so excited too. You break all your promises. I don't want to go on any more dates if you're just going to lie to me. Sorry, honey bunny. Please don't say things like that. Get some more allowance for my father next time he's in a good mood, I swear. Oh, what a lovely young couple you are. I think we might just have some info to share that'll pique your interest. This is very sudden. What kind of info? This cheap T-phones down sale, they're all the rage. We're offering them at a highly discounted rate to specific customers only. Incredible devices would normally cost you 20,000 mira. We can offer you the same product for a lowly 5,000 mira. 5,000 mira? No way. They have to be used or defective, right? Not at all. These are genuine, brand new merchandise. However, there's a reason we're able to offer them so cheaply. We'd be happy to explain to you over tea if you'd like. What do you say? Just between us, our supply is limited and our inventory is running pretty low. I don't know if you'll be able to get another chance like this. Lucky for us. Let's listen to what they have to say, darling. Yes, I suppose we should. Looks like they made contact. Keep it up, you two. I'm glad I don't have to make any decisions. Anyway, that's the long and the short of it. Even though the source is a little in the gray area, it's all completely safe and above board. The only issue we've been having is trying to keep up with demand. Personally, I think it'd be a real waste to let this opportunity slide. So, you interested? Really should buy them, darling. Like you said, there's a limited supply. Sign a contract does make me a little nervous. Don't worry, it's not your average contract. With all their bells and whistles, the only thing you have to do is keep this all a secret. I can't believe they're this cheap and you still won't buy them. You're such a wuss. Fine, I've made up my mind. We'll take 2 of them. Wait, actually, we'll take 4 more. We need to... for my honey bunny's friends, too. That's 6 total. You serious? Of course I'm serious. It's 30,000 mira and I insist on paying cash. You really are the best, darling. I love when you get all spend happy. Oh, hang on 1 second. I gotta go do something for my dad. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Never a dull moment in this household. I didn't see what you said. Soon after Stratton signed the contract, they were provided 6... I'll go tell them. You two handle the rest, as discussed. Right, thanks, Elaine. Ooh, seems like they bought it. Definitely out of practice. Oh, you're as good as you've ever been. Need a bit more time in the field. Maybe another couple dates will fix you up, darling. Please stop. I thought I was going to kill over an embarrassment. Anyway, let's get inspecting these T-phones. Couldn't you just wait a little longer to switch into work mode? You're right, though. We should be sure these are the same scam phones that the client bought. If I remember correctly, Burn store turned apart like this, and the insides look like what we saw back then. I'll know these are enigmas too. Looks like he was right. The client was telling the truth after all. Let's find a lane and see if we can catch those guys. When Nadia left Quincy Parlor, found a lane. They let her know the T-phones were fakes, made using enigmas. Yeah. All right, to the Tyrell District. You made it. The men are over there. They're whispering about meeting their quota, going back to report their boss. Sure, they were heading back to their hideout. Yet standing out in the open sure isn't much of a hideout. That means we gotta keep following them. Please don't tell me you're gonna start complaining again. We got work to do, and you got plenty of time to rest later. We're so pushy. We're on the move. Oh God, not this again.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity. In theaters now.
Stealth.
3-point heat. Now playing at a theater near you. Take wing and soar above the court and blaze a trail for those who follow.
What news?
It's so slow. I hate how slow.
To reclaim what was rightfully ours. The Saga of Ravana, the Return of the King. Now playing.
I've got some delicious ice cream.
People are really not aware of their surroundings.
And of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive. Now playing.
What do you mean lost? They're right fucking there. Oh, there's a noble chest.
This?
Yay, I did it. This door leads to the Tyrell District's waterway. Looks like that's where they're headed. Probably gets them into some scuffles in there. Guess I don't mind pitching in to help. Let's corner them before they have a chance to escape. That's how we managed to hit today's quota early. So that said, we've been working this area for several days now. Think we maybe take the rest of the day off? Sure, why not? You already hit your quota for the day, might as well pack it in, right? And what'll happen if you do, don't you? What are you getting at? Right, it's important to be more straightforward. See, I have no shortage of others who are willing to put their nose to the grindstone for me. Sorry, boss, we weren't thinking. You know you've run operations like this. Oh, it's the old lady from, Zero. We're working past our quota, so please don't replace us. Is that so? Passionate about it? Then I suppose you better get out there then, shouldn't you? Of course, we'll be glad to, ma'am. Whatever you say, ma'am. Sounds like a textbook labor exploitation to me. You're those love-struck schmucks from earlier. Followed us? Yep, that's us, love-struck schmucks. I bow before our romantic chemistry. Stop that. And would it kill you to deny the schmucks bit? You're here on business from a client that you defrauded out of his mirror. What are you, a Spriggan or something? I'm surprised I don't recognize your faces. So you brought an A-rank bracer along with you. Just what do you intend to do with us? A-rank bracer? I didn't realize it before. That's Beauty's blade. Damn it, you were working with these two all along? Just so we're clear, I'm not actually here on bracer business. But I also can't very well ignore an infamous counterfeiter and her accomplices. Filmed your entire conversation earlier on my Zifa as evidence. A client that just wants his mirror back. You know, mirror you swindled him out of. What do you think, Miss Sweet Old Lady? Mind handing it over without a fuss? Every single time. Don't get uppity with me, you little brats, stalking other people and taking footage of them without their permission. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. There it is, her world-famous tongue lashing. My ears can't take it. Geez, you're loud. And where do you get off lecturing us anyway, you old bat? Guessing that means you're not going to agree to our terms then. Think you won just because you brought an A-rank bracer with you? Gotten through scenarios like this more times than I can count. You really think I wouldn't be prepared for this? Come on, boys, it's feeding time. You tame these monsters? I don't think so. Their movement is erratic compared to wild masters. I bet you just messed with their brains. Must have embedded a device for receiving command signals or something. I remember seeing a report on a similar case with the documentation we got from Van. It was about how Zect Arms modified monsters so they could use shard skills. Right, I bought these pups from Zect Arms. They're trial-enhanced military monsters. You two get in there. Teach those damn brats a lesson they won't soon forget. Right, we're on it. Got 2 kids on our side. We've got monsters. Beauty's Blade's no match for these odds. That might be true. These were actually just any kids. Fine by me if they don't know what they're up against. Just means less effort on our end. At least it saves time spent arguing. Let's take them down.
Look out! There's so many of them!
Just try and take me.
Fine, let's play.
What kind of health bars are we looking? Oh. Nothing. Nothing, burger enemies.
You're going down.
We'll win!
Our time to shine.
Might want a boost here.
Nadia!
For you.
We can win.
Good chance for a shard boost. Activating skill.
Seriously?
You can't best me. Engaging skill.
Wide open.
Got it. Now.
Our time to shine.
Right up!
Eh. There's nothing. Could have used an S-break, but I didn't really care to. Didn't think they'd be so strong. It makes sense for her, but those kids are a nightmare too. Well, that wasn't much of a fight, so now we just have to decide to deal with... Come on, you nitwits, remember what we planned, right? Right, got it. You're kidding, they're really gonna make a run for it after all that? Sure, she's known for her speedy getaways. I guess it's true after all. Not that I intend to let her go, of course. Let's move! Gotcha. It was just us that got caught. There's no way the boss could be that fast, right? I'd better see to catch up to that woman. Suppose I don't mind taking care of some old biddy. Leave this one to me. So those 2 idiots got themselves captured already. As long as they're still ground beneath my feet, there's always somewhere for me to run. Find another region to hide in until things blow over. I know you really like talking to yourself, lady, but you might want to watch where you're going. What is this? Jig is up. Turn yourself in. You're slipping, old lady. Give your client back all his mirror. In fact, I'll pay his fee for hiring you, too. Leave him pay back every single mirror of the 30,000 we took from you. Good deal, huh? We can put the whole thing behind us. Doesn't sound too bad. Unfortunately for you, Spriggans aren't in the business of making friends with villains. Plus, I believe our client specifically asked to give you what for. When Nadia and Elaine took Megisa and the other 2 men they captured back above ground. Megisa was forced back to pay the $30,000 that Swin had paid earlier. They called up the client and decided how to best deal with their counterfeiters. You guys are really something. I can't believe you caught the ringleader. Sounds like she's pretty famous for this sort of thing. Turn her over to the police? Cool, hand us over to the police and you'll be found guilty too. That's why I offered to return your mirror in exchange for letting us go. If that's too hard for you to swallow, then you can forget ever getting a single mirror back from me. An attitude. You don't feel the slightest bit regretful, do you? Finding his mirror won't be enough to absolve you of your crimes anyhow. I refuse to overlook what you've done. The original request did ask us to rake the culprits over the coals. Given that our client's here at the moment, we should probably let him decide how to deal with them. Any suggestions? The guild could always turn them over to the police for you. We've been well aware of this woman's extensive criminal record for a while now. Getting her off the streets would be the most optimal. Plus, I'm fairly certain we could talk the police into bringing even more severe charges against her. You can do that? And now I get a good look at you. Aren't you Elena Claire? How's it feel to be famous, Blade Lady? The real issue is what comes after we turn them in. The guild is responsible for prioritizing the safety of civilians. It's our duty as bracers. Given that you are a victim of fraud, we should be able to push that angle to the police. Either way, we'll make sure they understand that you weren't at fault here. that you needn't be interrogated. That being said, however, choosing to bring this to the police doesn't guarantee you'll get your money back. Especially considering none of the other victims have filed for damages. Exactly, but keep in mind that this option does mean they'll be punished to the full extent of the law. If you're not totally sold on taking them to the police, you do have another choice. Take them to Triumph Mall security detail. Security detail? Now you mention it, I do remember Valis having some security guards on their payroll. Wait, does that mean their security firm is affiliated with Marduk Company? That's right. Just say I've been doing a little research on them. See, Marduk regularly collects new data on criminals so that they can use it to improve their systems. So instead of turning them over to the police, the security team will probably just make use of them back at their headquarters. What does he mean? Heard rumors, but I didn't think Marduk would go that far. If we go down that route, their security firm will probably compensate us for their negligence. But if you give them over to Marduk, they'll be back on the streets once they're done with it. High risk they'll reoffend. I don't think I personally can recommend them. Shouldn't be trying to influence his decision. Telling me what you think? You asking me? Well, I think each approach has its pros and cons. So I'm gonna go with Marduk because that is chaos. And we need chaos points. So Marduk! For me, I'd rather, although I mean putting profit over it. Made up my mind. I don't feel great about it, but I'll go with your opinion. Even if 5,000 mirror was pocket change next to the real thing, it's still a lot of money for me. Much better shape if I could get it back. Let the greed flow through you. Just decided then. Marduk, huh? Not too familiar with him. Anything's better than the cops, though. Thanks for going easy on us, kiddo. Might change your tune after you see what they have stored for you. Marduk's got all sorts of experimental tech. Might even use some of it to probe your brains. Or whatever data they get out of you will be useful for a good long time. I don't think Marduk would go that far. You don't think? You clearly don't know Marduk very well. Criminals in Toad 3 headed to the Valis Investment Bank at the Triumph Mall. In video footage Elaine had taken on Urzifa, they explained the counterfeit Tifa. Security guard with the Marduk company listened to the entire account. Very well, I understand the situation. Primarily with bank security, we cannot let crimes committed in the mall to go unpunished. You're correct about the Marduk company currently gathering data on criminal activity. Please accept this 5,000 mirror to compensate you for your losses. In fact, allow us to pay you an additional 2,000 mirror for your cooperation. Wow, that much? Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, we'll handle them from here. I'll make sure they're processed accordingly. What do you mean processed? What's gonna happen to us? Treat your elders with respect, young man. Touch me and I'll get what's coming to you. Group watched as Megisa and her accomplices called off. Having left the trio in Marduk's capable hands, the case finally came to a close. Glad that's over. Thank you so much. Never would have thought to turn them into Marduk's security team. Glad it all went exactly like Nadia thought it would. Even I was impressed at your ability to think up something so unconventional. I wasn't expecting to get a compliment from Blade Lady. Be careful not to get swindled next time. You kind of come across as an easy mark. Guess I'll try and be more careful.
Request completed.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Chaos! Chaos rank up! Holy shit, that's a ton of points! Yes, good. Let the chaos flow. Okay.
Opening planner.
Let's head out.
Oh, the chest is right there! Stupid crap. Okay, we want to go to the Garten. Because floor 3 is here.
Welcome to Marduk Support. Oh, want to change the music? Request accepted.
I guess let's try this hacking trial.
Leave it to me.
I almost failed the last one, so we'll see how this goes.
good luck. I'm not done yet. That's a good lock. Now do no sweat. This is kid stuff. No sweat. That's a good lock. Now do me a solid and no sweat.
All right, easy.
This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security.
All right. Oh, that one was way easier than the first one.
I've got control of the
Made that
system.
with a minute to spare almost. And I even screwed up at the beginning.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered. We've got the good stuff. Thanks a bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Thanks a bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Appreciate your business. Good luck with the investigation.
All right. Earth quartz, wind quartz. Go with wind.
Beginning survey.
Okay, so I have to unequip Elaine after that, so. Or change. Because the golden spoon and the iron wrench goes into that other thing. So it's golden spoon, iron wrench, bronze lighter, silver headphones. Holy shit, Katra and Judith are 34? Or 24? And Van, too. Oh my god. Alright, well let's just do this Macha Garden stuff.
You got a charge attack.
Oh, see ya.
Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data. You got a charge attack.
You're exposed.
That's it.
I can live with this.
You've become even more dependable.
Treasure it.
Tidy this mess up. This is it.
They're down. This is the perfect time for shards. Now's a great time for a shard engaging skill.
Alright.
Let's tidy this mess.
We can win.
Too slow. I won't stop
Racking up some craft points.
Done and done.
You were amazing, Swin. That looks like a nice chest.
We've got the upper hand. Now's a great time. Engaging skill. Keep it up.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
On my blade.
There's so many. Darn good. What a pain.
Giant enemy crab.
They flinch. Watch out. You're up against the
Oh, the giant enemy crab wasn't in the battle. It's such a pain in the butt.
Go for it, Elaine.
Keep it up.
A chance.
On yet.
Ladies Ray.
Our time to shine.
Might want a boost here. But on ya. Coming right up.
For you. I believe in you, S. Here you go.
Too slow.
These guys are bulky.
I'll remember this. Engaging skill. I'll be
We can win.
I'll exploit that. Our time to shine.
might want a boost here.
Still burn up. Slice them to
Engaging
bits,
skill.
Blade Lady. Now.
I did it. Wahoo. Strike, evade, wind scepter. I'll just take the wind scepter.
Watch out. Blade. That enemy looks strong.
You're one of a kind, Elaine.
Good chance for a shard.
We should go on the attack.
Activating skill.
No. Please.
Got
It's up to you on yes.
Good damage.
Initializing drive.
Let's jump that right up.
Wide open.
Slice them to bits, Blade Lady. I'll exploit that. There.
It's up to you on yes.
Wow, the full quad miss.
I'll exploit that.
We'll win. Engaging skill.
I'll exploit that.
Nice. How much XP is that guy
I
worth?
will always strive
Oh,
to
quite a bit.
Still a ways to go.
I'm on the up and up.
That looks like a nice chest.
Do your best, Deadline.
You've got a first attack available.
There. Yes, yes, ha.
Enemy eliminated. Let's get this.
There's so many. What a pain. They're on the ground. There.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'll drink to that.
Coming right up for you. Oh, there.
Appreciate you.
Keep it up.
We can win.
Have some of this. A chance. You got
Ladies Ray. Yes.
now.
That fight felt pretty good.
100 attacks perfectly evaded. Oh, that could be quite good for a caster.
I'll do my best. You're on the ground. This'll be a cakewalk. Coming up. Come on, let's. I believe in you, S.
1 second.
We should go on the attack.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to wrap the room up a little early because we've got some repair guys coming, and
It's up to you, on yes.
That's it. They're down.
ooh, stun.
I'll support you. Please. Oh. Our time to shine. One steal, right up. You guys see that sound? You got first attack available.
Combat over. Time to study this data.
Watch out. I spot enemies.
I do too. Quite a few of them.
Bam! They're on the ground. Look out! There's so many of them. They're on the ground.
We can win.
Activating. Boost gauge limit.
And that's how you do that. Septuple kill. Hey, I got it. Was a lot of damage. Oh, good. Kincaid is keeping up.
This one looks tough. Keep your guard up.
I'm on it.
Ow. I'm so bad at this. How the fuck, dude, do I suck this bad?
Sorry.
Wow. Holy fuck.
I'll take you on.
I don't know what.
It's up to you now.
Taking center stage.
Initiating skill.
Criminal. Go, Swin.
Activate. Boost gauge limit removed.
We'll win. Yeah. Thanks a million.
Nadia. Take him out. Gotcha.
Nadia, you're so squishy.
Sorry.
God, you're worthless.
We'll win.
As a tank.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. I'm pulling out.
I've got this.
Now's your chance to boost. Initiating drive.
I don't even know what this status effect is.
I'll take over. Here goes.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand. Thanks a million.
We can win. I'm ready to go.
Activating skill.
There. Yeah. Captain, you're up.
Not do very much damage.
Got your number. That's far enough.
Now's your chance to boost.
Going all in.
Initializing drive.
Might want to boost here. Initiating drive.
Thanks a million.
Champs.
It is, in fact, time for Crab.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand. Here's some of this.
Here goes.
Activate.
They're done.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
That is full range.
Go get him, Nadia.
We can win.
Activating skill.
Bring them down. Our chance.
Machine Gun Catra is here.
I'm going.
Initiating drive.
Chance.
Initializing drive.
It's go time. Take that. They're stunned. Go get him, Nadia.
One signal coming right up.
Sucker!
I believe in you, S. Here we go.
Support main.
Bring them down.
Well, that fight kind of sucked.
That was well. You did great, Swin.
Let's double the party a bit.
Thanks for the grub.
You got first attack available.
On the ground. There. You're on the ground.
Beat up the cat bats.
Eliminated. Let's get moving.
Now you can't take a walk. One signal coming right up.
For you. Keep it up.
Right. That's funny.
You got this, Aggie.
It's up to you, Anya.
Shot forth. Colliding fray.
They look like vaguely similar, but Van is definitely more like blue visual language in my mind than Reen is more white and red, depending upon what game. Very red in the early games and then white in the later games. Yeah, but I can understand, like, if you haven't played hundreds of hours of these games, like, it's not going to be as quick to just identify, you know? Like, I totally understand where you're coming from. So... I'm going to need to hop off... Well, hang on. Let me not get attacked. Let me figure something real quick.
That enemy looks strong. Do your best, everyone.
You've got first attack available.
Keep calm and deal with it.
This'll be a cakewalk.
One signal coming up.
Come on, let's go.
It just does so much damage.
Initializing drive.
We'll win! Now's a great time for a shard. Engaging skill.
I'll exploit that. Ha!
It's up to you, Anya.
Our time to shine. Ha!
Keep it up, Nadia.
I'll remember this. Have some of this.
Swin!
God damn it.
Shine. Don't burn up. A chance. Grant them light.
We'll win!
Damn it. Why do you always hit me with that right as Swin's about to go? You fuck.
We'll win. Engaging skill.
Wide open.
Our time to shine.
One step right up.
There we go. A chance. Ha!
It's up to you, Anya.
I can live
Yes,
with
I
this.
did.
You've become even more dependable on me.
Hey, an Anya's skill stone. Nice. Alright, so I am going to hop off to deal with repair stuff. But I think
Pressing on.
we might have time to do this map. Move my beans.
You got a trip pack available.
Bring them down. Enemy down. We have the advantage.
Activating skill.
Please.
That looks like an expense.
Won't show any mercy. Enemy down.
Enemy eliminated. Good work. Charge attack.
There.
Again.
A fearsome foe. Time to get serious.
Let's take this one step at a time.
Tidy this mess up. This is it.
We've got the upper hand. This ends now. Engaging skill.
Keep it. Swin. I'll let you.
Keep it up, Nadia.
That's it.
You got this, Aggie. There. Ha! Have some of this.
Still a ways to go.
Something else. There. Flinched. There. Still more to go.
You're standing too far from the enemy.
Done and dusted.
Let's close in on
This'll be a cakewalk.
one steel coming right up.
Beat 'em up.
Okay.
Yippee! We rule!
Nicely done, Nadia.
You're on the ground.
Steel maxed out.
I'm just trying to get my field kills while I'm here, too. 'Cause I need 300, I think, eventually.
Combat over.
Is the achievement?
Time to study this data.
Like the Steam achievement, not the in-game achievement.
Tell me what you got. You've got a trip pack.
Done and dusted.
That looks like a nice chest. Let's finish this now.
Pop.
Activate charge.
That's it.
I did it.
Nice, level 23. This is really leveling us up.
Any mercy.
We have some serious tail out there.
They seem to not, like, these maps seem to be a bit smaller on floor 3. And also, they don't seem to be giving me as many, like, options.
Charge attack available.
On my blade. I'll never lose.
No, they're just all in the middle.
Don't show any mercy.
Target eliminated.
All right, there's 3. Oh.
Let's take 5 or 50.
All right, I'm gonna save here. The repair guys are here, even earlier than they said they would be, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Unfortunately, no stream this afternoon. I will be back with Trails Through Daybreak 2 tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Life is weird. Gotta go deal with things. You know how it is. Thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. I appreciate it as always. Hope you have a lovely lunch break and a wonderful rest of your day. And until tomorrow. Bye-bye.